mommy.
Alright, everyone, welcome back to episode 77 of MapperCast podcast. You might notice a little small temporary change I made to the format. Of course, when we have a new format, that will look a little bit better. But for now, that will be the current thing, the current one. So until then, let's get started the show. As usual, the list of MapperCast members channels in the description below. Welcome our guests, Cheese Waffles and Cosmic Neighbors, and our featured mapper today is Atchison's Animations, as well as our fan winner Onibro 55. And as usual, the list of topics in the description below, but I'm going to go through them anyway. The first topic we'll be talking about is the mapper review, his Infinity War animated Countryball movie. A little bit different, but it should still be similar. And the fan request will be, what do you think will be the next big video game subgenre to explode in popularity? And then we'll be pulling our wildcard top out of the hat. Then we'll be discussing the recent anti-lockdown protests, particularly I think in the United States. And then we'll be discussing folks, particularly the older generations, looking down on gaming. Yeah, gamers, rise up, everyone. No. And then we'll be discussing about a mapping series in a future timeline with a modified map. Meaning, like, is it a... What I mean by that is, like, you're starting a map in, like, not year 2020, but like, I don't know, year 2000 with a modified map. And we'll be discussing is it a good idea to do that? Would it confuse the audience that just clicked on it, especially as the first episode? And should you ever start a series like that? And then we'll be discussing the H3 Mutahar drama. And then, yeah, I don't want to say that. And then we'll be discussing the future of MapperCast post-George and new coming changes, discuss the results of the recent MapperCast Discord polls, free for all Q&A, quiz against the fan winner, and then we say goodbye. As usual, I'm Void Viper, and let's have a great show.
Hey everybody, it's Cosmic here. Welcome back to the show. I got my coffee. It's a Bonts brand. If you don't know about Bonts coffee, go get yourself some Bonts. It is insane. It'll get you wired. It's the closest you can get to Adderall without a prescription and still being legal. It's great. Give it a go, and let's give this show a go.
Hey everybody, it's Mindria here.
Hello there, I'm the Red of Mapping. Let's have a good show.
Hey everyone, it's Al. Let's have a nice show.
Hello everyone, it's Cheese. I woke up less than an hour ago and I'm quite tired, but I'm going to wake up to this podcast. Let's have a good show.
You're dead inside anyway.
Hi, it's Cosmic's neighbor, and yeah, I'm here.
He's back, boys.
Alright, fucking pulled off the introduction for
Alright, everyone, let's move to the mapper winner topic. And usual, I did watch this series, and it's not a mapping series. There was a scene with a map, though, but other than that, I would say, I think this kind of hits back on the topic I started on earlier. It's kind of like, but not exactly related. It's about, like, you starting something different, but then, from someone who's never watched Infinity War, I find that it would be a little bit harder for me to understand what's going on exactly.
Having seen Infinity War first of all, what in the fuck?
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Like,
I've seen memes about it, but I've never actually.
First, you don't know what incest is. Now you don't know what Infinity War is.
I know what incest is.
You don't know about any of the best stuff, dude.
Shut up. Alright, but then another thing is, like, it also relates to, like, older series, which kind of puts back on the topic. Oh, so you expect me to watch them to understand it? Although I didn't actually watch them, so I probably don't understand some parts of it. I mean, to me, it's not much of a big deal, but it's kind of something I'm a little bit concerned about. Although it'll be a hypocrite for me to say don't do that because I did it myself before. But overall, I think the animation stop motion's kind of bland. I'll say it's average. Maybe.
All right, look, let's talk about this. Okay, hold on. Okay. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. It was fever dream.
No, it was amazing.
Yeah, below average.
But it kind of looks
like... It's the future of animation, what are you talking about?
I don't know if anybody's seen fucking 12-ounce Mouse on Adult Swim. It was pretty comparable to that.
It's the biggest plot twist you'll ever see.
Don't talk over each other, please.
We'll get into it. Let me just say, first of all, Atchison, I've known the guy, I've talked to him, great guy, awesome guy. So we're going to totally rag on this show, because that's just what we got to do. We're contractually obligated. But Atchison's a great fella. I wish him nothing but the best, and you should go subscribe to him. Atchison Animations, link in the description. All right, let's talk about the show. So this was a fucking nightmare. This was a fever dream. We watched it all together about 10 minutes ago, and there's so many moments throughout the show.
It has the biggest plot twist ever.
There's I don't even know how to approach it. Okay, I guess like conceptually we'll break it down. This is like the big Infinity War culmination of like all the shows, and they come together in this crossover event of the century blockbuster. Just really, but I mean, it was. It's constipated my brain so much that trying to organize any thoughts is okay. Let's just break down some of the big moments. Thachos is the name of the main character. He has the Infinity Sword. Fills with the that he collects. Yeah.
I wonder where this idea came from.
His own mind. Full disclosure, I was actually asked to voice Thachos a few months ago. So, actually it might have been like a year ago, I don't know. But I'm a little... Oh, excuse me. It would have been fun to have this on my portfolio, but unfortunately I missed that opportunity. There's, like, it keeps using abbreviations for all of the series names, but, like, none of the series are normal shit, like, oh, AFOW. I know that means Alternate Future of the World, just instinctually have been conditioned. Every abbreviation for each show that comes up is like, oh, this is a scene from AOFCW 92 Part 5 Muhammad. It doesn't...
What the...
It hurts your brain. And then there's like the TARDIS in Doctor Who is also happening, I guess.
No, that's the biggest crossover.
The plot is that Infinity War and Doctor Who are happening. It's weird. It's kind of like fucking the Channel Awesome movie To Boldly Flee, where half the plot is just that Star Wars is happening. And there's like no joke. Like he's called this a parody of Infinity War in the same way that like Doug Walker called To Boldly Flee a parody of Star Wars. But there's no parody. It's not like a joke. Like they're not making fun of it. It's just a recreation of the plot, but like in your own living room, like a kid playing on the table with Legos, which is fun.
Are you implying anyone here has seen a Doug Walker movie?
Have you not?
I haven't. I know who Doug Walker is, but I haven't watched any movies. So
you guys haven't watched Doug Walker?
No.
I watch his reviews, but not them.
Sarah, tell them how much you love Kick-Assia.
It is probably one of the top 10 most painful experiences.
But one thing I want to add to the parody thing, like a parody is supposed to be funny because it makes fun of like the base format that it's parodying. The thing is, the only times we laughed about this was for like reasons I think we weren't supposed to laugh for.
Yeah.
Like for example, when the TARDIS came out of nowhere, at that point our mindset was pretty much okay. What can happen now? The skies is limitless. Like anything can go here.
It's the TARDIS for no reason.
Just TARDIS reason. You're like, oh, okay, I get it.
It's like a lucid dream where anything can happen.
It was like that. It was kind of like a weird. That's why it was like a weird dream. Like shit,
like a fever dream.
Yeah. Just shit keeps happening. Oh yeah, there's also a scene where they go back to Nazi Germany and there's like a painting of a cat, but it's just like a picture of a cat.
It's a meme cat.
They just like took a goofy cat face and put it in a frame. And it was very upsetting. And it stayed on that scene for like 10 minutes looking at the cat.
What was the shit?
Oh yeah, I remember now. I also remember there was a Doctor Who reference here.
And then there was also a puddle of feces on the floor that we thought it was like a puddle of feces, like someone took a shit and it was a joke, or like someone vomited and it was supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be a shadow.
At least we think so.
I'm assuming. That's my best guess. That's my scientific guess.
I thought it was blood.
It could have been feces. Like this fucking movie. Whoa.
And they disappeared at the end.
So I feel like, And of course, the major twist where the main character, there's this scene. Let me tell you guys about it. Anyone here on the show that hasn't seen this yet, there's a scene like halfway through where the main character confronts Thachos. The lights are low, and the tension is high. They look in each other's eyes. We get a flashback, and it shows the main character. What? And then the villain looks the character in the eyes and goes, "I'm you from the future."
We got no time to explain.
We got no time to explain. And when that happened, I shat my pants, I started crying, because I've never been touched that way by a narrative.
Yeah, I was ingesting whatever the fuck this creator is.
Season 2 win.
Where's Endgame?
Alright, so consensus, Atchison, we love you. You know, we're not trying to poop on you, but you know, we're pooping. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of stinky, but you are a great human being and you should keep it up, because it wasn't great, but there was passion. And I'm sure as we move forward, I'm not trying to be mean. As we move forward, everybody starts off like garbage trash. So this is your garbage. Soon you're gonna fly up. You're gonna get dumped out into the track, taken to a landfill, compressed, and then turned into a nice bottle of Sprite.
You're going to get hired by Disney.
I want to say the ending where the characters turn to dust. I don't think that was elegantly done.
To my final.
It looked a bit
You
weird.
don't think it was alright? Viper says it wasn't elegantly done. Let's settle on that.
No, done well. Done
Done
well.
where?
Like it's like, wait, the characters just turn to dust like that? Like it doesn't seem to fit. It felt like you just slapped a jig or something like that, and it just looked. It just didn't look great, and I feel you should. It's better if you can. I don't know how to say make it better, but it's better to make it more elegant.
But let's leave this in the past. What's next?
All right.
But what if the future comes to us?
Play the shitty games that suck ass.
All right. We're moving on to the fan winner.
Fan
I'll
request.
change the
Alright,
thingy on the screen.
Yep. Done.
Just as a
Alright, so fan request. What do you think will be the next big video game sub which explode in popularity? Depends which big streamer will make one popular next. I don't know myself.
Depends with.
Probably something dumb. It tends to be, I don't know. I didn't like the whole Battle Royale explosion, which is weird, because as a kid, I was always hoping for a Battle Royale, because there was none of that shit when I was young. I was like, what if you could, play the Hunger Games, dude? And it was cool as shit. And I was waiting for a day where maybe you'd be able to do that. But the day came, and the day was shitty. And we got a million fucking clones. We got fucking PUBG and yada yada and Fortnite. It has got to be some of the most bland, unengaging, milquetoast, porridge nonsense gameplay ever.
I gotta be honest. I kind of enjoyed it myself. I know that everyone rags on Fortnite for playing it, but I used to play it back in Season 2, and I found it pretty enjoyable. I was playing Warzone recently with my friends, and I still find that enjoyable. You just gotta land at good spots where there's actual people to shoot, so you're not walking around for 30 minutes to get sniped by someone who's 50 feet away.
Boom headshot.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all had our fun with it. You know, I played Fortnite for a minute when it came out. I know, Sarah, you were buying fucking battle passes back in the day.
I did buy the battle pass.
The battle pass?
The battle pass.
You know what I think will
What
come
did the
back?
battle pass even get you? What does it get you?
Well, it's like it gives you rewards every time you level up, so it's a bit of more incentive to play.
You know
Did
what?
Did
You know
you
what
get
I
the
think?
floss dance from it?
I did not get the epic floss. No, I wanted to get
Fuck.
John Wick, but now that that's gone, there's no real reason to play Fortnite.
There's no reason. They got rid of John Wick?
John Wick.
Yeah, you can't get the John Wick skin anymore, so
Limited time offer.
the man's just too slick.
He's just too slick.
He escaped the game.
But
Basically.
we should go
Made
back
it
to the
fucking out.
topic.
No, but the free flow. It's good that John Wick was removed, because the gameplay of these games, they're not horrible, but there ain't John Wicking. You're not moving around. There's not a lot of kinetic energy or motion.
True.
It's just there's a lot of walking around. There's a lot of fucking beginner's guide simulator. It's not like that. tense energy is fun every once in a while. I just can't believe like it's become such a massive cultural monolith. When just any hero shooter, even the worst one, is better than the entire genre of fucking. I'd rather be playing Battleborn than fucking Fortnite.
Oh,
You know what I think
And
might
Valorant.
come back
Yeah.
from the ashes? I think RTS might come back.
That's
RTS.
a bold stance.
It's because
that's a bold
recently
stance.
there've been a lot. Well, except Warcraft 3 or 4, fuck that. But RTS games have been picking up, like Age of Empires 4, Age of Empires 2 Definitive, and we have all these
The good old
RTS
games.
coming back into the play. I feel like it might pick up a bit again, but I'm not sure if it'll reach the level of like
Maybe.
Fortnite. But I feel like it might become a relevant thing again. Although people, I noticed.
I think what
You know what RTS is?
yeah. I think what's going to happen is probably the next big thing in gaming is like something on mobile that nobody of us will notice.
Raid Shadow
Because
No, we don't count
because,
mobile
like-
games here. We don't count mobile games here. No.
Are we sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends?
Shut up.
We are.
Shut up.
Actually,
I
now that I think
watched
about it,
enough
the next-
history channels. They always like Raid Shadow Legends. Build your own data.
But you are sponsored by them too. Why are you
No,
supporting them
we're
now?
not sponsored by them.
Okay, but real talk though, if you were offered a sponsorship by Raid Shadow Legends, would you take it?
Hell
depends
yeah.
how much money they
You
will
would
give me.
take it. I would take it. Why wouldn't
I
you
mean,
take
They
it?
must pay a lot if everyone sponsors them.
I mean, it's probably honestly like I'll take it. You know, I could make a joke about it in the video. I could be like, "Oh, Raid Shadow
mean,
Legends,"
you're
and then
not
cut to a
uploading
shot of
for
like me
years,
like
though.
getting railed by someone like
Get
dressed
your
as Raid
free
Shadow.
fucking
Like-
shitty 30% deal off.
I don't know if Raid would approve that.
Would approve like the shot of someone dressed as one of the characters railing me.
Yeah, that's also that's a lot of work for an ad.
It wouldn't have to be like a whole costume. We could just get like you and would put like the logo taped to your face.
I think we'll make it work.
We could do that.
We'll make it
Yeah.
work.
Like,
But
I don't
I have one condition though. It has to be full on camera penetration.
no.
That's the no.
Hey, a whole
No.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be 3 inches in front of me and with the illusion of physical touch.
You drive a hard bargain, but I guess I'm still involved in the production.
That's
Oh,
true.
by the way, a little off the. Did I spell neighbor correctly? Isn't this supposed to be a U?
No, it's either or.
I think that the U, I think probably is the English.
Oh
spelling.
yeah, that crap. Fuck.
If you're a dirty European, then yes, you.
Shut up!
Europort.
Shut up!
You fucking
Cosmic,
American.
shut
You're
up.
an American.
Cause a Canadian uses the U too. No.
Yeah, if you're a dirty, smelly...
Europors,
Shut up.
Europors.
Ah, you shut up.
Viper, you're Canadian! Why
Yeah,
do you give a
we have the U too.
You don't give a shit.
I know. I probably don't. Yeah, I just wanted it because it looks weird to me.
Okay, colony.
So if we're talking about what's going to be the next one, what I'd like it to be is like cutting out like perfect miracle scenarios where like, oh, it's going to be this specific game that I love. What I'd like it to be, with still a little bit of realism, maybe like VR, some like VR experience. Because with Half-Life obviously coming out and all these big titles sort of revolutionizing the VR scene, I'd really love if we could see a VR renaissance. If we could really get folks coming in, taking advantage of the platform, bringing back really immersive narrative storytelling. That's the shit I'd love.
We'll probably will.
I absolutely
Probably
agree.
happen.
Well, you
I
would
think-
need some company to come out and make this really cheap ass VR set because all the VR sets right now
Yeah.
are so expensive,
Yeah,
so it can't really get
500
that popular.
euros.
The main
500
trend amongst
bucks.
like these huge hit games is that they're all really easy to run.
That's true when you think about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
like
point.
Overwatch,
Good point.
fucking
Fortnite,
Minecraft.
like
Minecraft,
Doki
yeah.
Doki Literature Club, Undertale.
Oh.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you're right.
So ideally, like in 10 years, it would be that, but right now it's just too expensive.
I could, yeah. I mean, I guess you're right. I just hate that.
Yeah, me too. It's fucking frustrating.
Like, I want the next trend to be something worth being a trend.
I want a VR headset right now.
Who doesn't?
Let me just say, it is a little bit of a fallacy when people say like, "Oh, it's so expensive." a lot of the big name shit is expensive, but there's cheaper options. You could get a used Vive for like $300. You could get Windows Mixed Reality
Yeah,
for like
the fucking
$100.
Windows version is
Yeah, but I don't want to be a scrub. I want to be elite.
That's a fair need. Who am I to deny you of that?
I feel like many
Trend
gamers
Angry
share that opinion.
Well, yeah.
Alrighty, what's next? It should be VR. What's next, Viper?
Hey, fuck this shit.
Alright, next topic. Alright, so the next topic
Wild
is
card.
I think the
Wild
wild card, everyone.
Here's the thing, guys. Well, I guess Sarah, you could. I don't know. Did we doing the camera? We'd have to do
Yes.
Skype shit again.
Oh
the
my
cat,
God.
Okay.
yes.
Sarah,
Wait,
do you
Batman
have-
is not here.
Do you have Skype open, Sarah?
For what?
Because like my Betty doesn't have a webcam, so I have to go on Skype and you have to share your screen.
Can say whether.
Why did
Well,
you guys
it's getting
prefer
worse and
this
worse,
beforehand?
folks.
Batman was doing it before, but he's not here.
If
It's
you
getting
want
worse
us
and
to
worse
get the
per season.
webcam, go to Patreon, MapperCast right now,
No,
and pay us some money.
no,
So
No,
we
Carl,
don't.
you
We
can
don't
do
have
the webcam.
Patreon. We're
Help
talking
me
about-
out.
We don't have.
We should
Patreon.
make a Patreon.
Guys, for $1, you can support the entire
Okay.
MapperCast crew.
Oh no, hold on. I need to do it on my phone. I'm like forgetting steps. This is such a traumatic experience. It's okay. We're gonna get through this as a family.
What are we trying to accomplish?
We're trying to get my gross face on camera so we can pull something out of the hat.
Ah, of course.
Of course. I don't even have the tapestry up, guys. Okay.
I constantly should have prepared
Bing,
this
bing, bing.
before we started.
Hey, Nargle my Flongus, Viper. Alrighty.
What? What is that supposed to
What does that
mean?
mean? What does that
What?
mean?
Alright, you gotta share your screen, or like stream your screen on Discord. Sarah and Viper will click on over.
Okay.
Alrighty? Oh, I did not mean to put a plus in the chat, but I did. Because I'm just elite. Alright,
What?
You're a
everybody.
plebeian, honestly.
Alright, are you? Is it ready? No, it does
He's
not.
not ready. He's never going to be ready.
Did we do it?
No one's live. How can I join if no one's live?
Listen, there's technical difficulties, okay?
Hey, look at that.
Always going to be-
live? Okay.
Alright,
There
time.
you go,
Did we
sweetheart.
did we do it?
Ace?
Oh
Uh,
god.
change
Oh
it
my
now.
god.
Oh
What?
my god, it's him.
That's an angle.
There's that big, beautiful egg.
What's wrong with that angle?
Oh, hello, Cosmic.
Hey, sweetheart.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
so
oh,
angry.
boy.
Beautiful egg, you motherfucker.
He's so bright.
He's
Why
so
are you
bright.
Alright.
Why are you so
Alright.
bright?
Because the sun.
It ended.
The stream
want
has
friends?
ended.
Did
How about that?
Why
The
did
stream
you,
has ended.
why
Alright,
did you
everybody.
end it?
Why did you end
Oh,
the stream?
you ended the stream.
Oh, I did.
Bruh.
This is my first time doing this. I have no clue how to work it.
Okay, everybody.
Just don't press anything.
Just don't do anything ever.
Hello,
What
Cosmic.
the hell?
Oh, fuck you.
What is this?
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's your view. That's gonna be
Oh my God.
Sorry, I had that stupid
Columbus.
disco.
The worst
pop-
part of that is that I'm so fucking fat I couldn't do the joke right. Like my gut was blocking my mouth. All right,
I
There we
think
go,
anyone
everybody.
saw it
here.
because
This
Viper
is
had
my
to-
angle. You are my penis.
I,
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
About to
We're
get
good.
jerked.
God damn it.
Everybody, here's a hat. What are we gonna get in the hat? Let's take a look.
No, I clicked the. Someone tried to call me. What the
What?
heck?
What'd you do?
Someone tried
Put
to
yourself
call
on
me and I
busy.
clicked it.
Do not
Big-
disturb.
Fucking.
No, I clicked it. I clicked it. I was supposed to click it on
All right.
the
Well, we wait
browser.
for Viper to get it right. I'm gonna. Put
No,
some
it's right. It's right. It's
Oh.
good now.
Hot milks in your area.
trying to put lotion on my face.
We already.
All right.
Nick,
so
bottom
bright.
cam. Bottom cam.
I'm gonna have to crop that out because I think I showed
Bottom
something I
cam.
wasn't
We
supposed
need
to
bottom
show.
cam.
You ready? Here we go. Everybody, rank the MapperCast crew from most likely to fuck to least likely to fuck.
The fuck?
Oh no.
No, okay.
Oh no.
You mean like who we would want to fuck? Oh, what?
Oh,
What do you mean? What the
Alright,
fuck do you mean?
we're getting out of here. We're switching modes.
All right, everybody.
Oh, what the frick is this?
So I guess we got to go down the line. Obviously, I'm going to be at the top of every list. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I don't,
Come on.
I
With what
don't
we
get,
just saw.
I don't get the question.
Rank the
Alright.
MapperCast member crew from who you would fuck to who you
Oh,
are
okay,
least
good.
likely to
Then
fuck.
understanding who would you fuck?
So like 1 to
Who?
10.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go down the line here. Alp, you start.
Oh no.
Okay. I guess the most would be Rat and the least would be Cosmic. I don't know.
I don't even know how I look like.
I've seen your eyebrows. I've seen your sexy, slim German eyebrows.
Wow.
Hey.
Just don't put me the ball on this. Come on, leave me alone.
Okay, Alp's gonna say leave us. All right, how about you, Cheese?
So, are we ranking
think
who's
you-
most likely to fuck, or most likely who are we going to fuck?
Oh, who you are going to fuck?
Oh boy. Let's see here.
Does it
This
mean
is a
literally or
complex issue.
metaphorically too?
Literally, like,
Metaphorically?
Less too likely.
Like on Twitter or something?
I don't know. I'm torn between Cosmic or Rat because Cosmic is a big, beautiful man who has a lot to offer, but Rat at the same time, Rat is bisexual and he would be able to perform the best.
What?
Right? That's how that works.
I'm
I'm trying to analyze this right now. And the least one is Viper,
Then why
right? Because
aren't
isn't
you
Viper
bisexual
asexual if
right
I'm
now?
not mistaken?
Yeah.
So I guess the least one we Viper.
Wow, gee, that was pretty well thought out shit. I didn't know that. I didn't take into account that Rat would know his way around a penis.
I have no fucking idea why.
Shouldn't he, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess all. Okay. All right. Me. So, number one. Me. No. Oh my God. Ooh, now I gotta actually think.
Narcissus.
All right. Number one, probably.
This is your topic.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
No.
Number one. I'm inclined. I'm like immediately want to say mysterious, but then I think about it, and it's like, no, that would ruin the relationship.
No.
That would ruin it.
Well, like no
You
strings
gotta-
attached. No strings
You gotta
attached.
choose out of
No
these
strings
people.
attached. Like I can't. Like there's gonna be there's gonna be shockwaves. All right, if we're talking about just like face value up front, no currency exchange, just as is. Honestly, Batarang ain't too bad looking.
Batarang kind of cute though.
Yeah, Batarang kind of cute. He's a little short, but he's got like that whole like statuesque Asian intellectual thing going
He's
on.
a businessman. What do you expect? He
So
works
he's
at
high on the
McDonald's.
list. Chris is obviously, he's just a fucking animal. He's got major like just like crackhead bimbo energy. I love that about him. Alp has like protective deli owner. Make you, hey boss, you want the fucking sausage, chicken, cheese? I deliver it to you now. Like very like matriarchal and protective. So that's an option.
That's
At the
not.
bottom of the list, I don't know. Rat maybe would know his way around a penis or two, but I don't know. Those eyebrows are nice and slim and do project some pretty good vibration. So Rat up on that list. At the bottom, I'm gonna have to put George too. You guys aren't too bad looking.
The thing with
All right,
George
let's
is, I think
We lost George
I
after
feel like we're
first
counting
week of
a lot
him becoming a
people
member.
hard presently.
Let's fuck George.
And so I'm talking about people that. All right. Well,
Oh, we're talking
I've
about
said
in
my
general.
I've said my 2 cents.
Less too likely. The least is definitely Void Viper.
I'm not offended. Don't worry.
he's
Sorry, Void. Void doesn't
he's
look-
asexual. What the fuck? You can't expect anything else.
Asexuals can still be looking fine though.
I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah, but-
true.
Quote him
I
on
mean,
that.
But you will never be able to fuck them. Like,
even
I'm
if, like,
gonna shoot
wait,
you. No, I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm gonna stomp on you.
we know how
heteros, you
Void
can
works.
at least get
That's
like,
hot.
some-
That's hot, Viper.
No.
With heteros, you
It's
can
a
get like
little hot,
some
like
sort
a
of
nice
vibe.
You're gonna die.
stiletto.
You're gonna
Fuck
get
it.
crushed and die.
You're kind of moving yourself up my ranks.
Okay, the likely, well, that's pretty obvious. It's the guy with the long hair.
And before we got somebody in this
Those
chat with
luscious
longer hair, even.
locks. Those luscious
Wait,
locks.
doesn't Sapphire longer hair than Cosmic?
No, Sapphire's you can fucking eat my ass. I got
Sapphire's
the
just a younger you.
Cosmic, you got competition.
No! I'm the king of the mountaintop. I'm a 5-star man.
He's gonna
Okay,
replace
Rat,
you.
your turn.
Wait,
Mindria
wait,
said
Mindria
it.
was finished?
Yeah. You said it.
Yeah, I said less too likely. That's
Alright. First one, probably Cosmic. Because he has the sugar daddy vibes. Even though he's poor as fuck.
Thank you.
Um,
I guess.
the other ones I don't really know the faces of. So the thing
be
with
second.
Chris is like all that would ever come out of Chris is like a hate fuck, and I think I'm not into that.
Hate fuck.
I don't know, that's
Yeah,
kinda
basic-
hot.
Yeah, it's a little hot.
Thinking about
the-
like you two fucking muting and kicking each
the-
other from
the-
the call
the
before
thing
every
is-
show. You guys just fuck already, please.
The personality also matters during sex, and I think that might be a little bit problematic with him. Like,
Okay.
I could
I know,
see
I-
Chris start
I
screaming
like
out
to be in
Mussolini
bed
speeches
with
during
only
sex.
high Ivory
As
League
he's
intellectuals, just like me. So,
And they don't stop
Vincere!
Vincere!
yeah, I think the rest is like equal level. I don't care because I don't know what they look
the
like.
rest.
Rat, I'm above everyone, right?
Just in
that-
general.
Is that a no?
Right, I'm above all of you. Just making sure.
I'm above. No, I'm above.
Yeah, Viper will be easy, I think.
No, you're a bottom in these scenarios.
Well,
I said every.
Wait,
I
what?
don't. You're
Viper would
next.
be easy.
I'm finished.
Oh,
right, Viper, how about you?
Here, I'm gonna get a rope. I'm gonna hang myself.
No, boy, you gotta answer the question.
No, I'm not
The
answering
one,
this.
even I answered
No,
this. You got
Alright,
it.
I'm gonna
Viper,
hang myself.
We're gonna break out the tool again. We got the two Serbian men with the rifles to your head,
Oh,
fists to your mouth, and you're forced to choose.
I choose to be shot.
You
Oh.
choose to be
That's a
shot by
choice.
the
No, that's a
Slavic
choice. That's a
men.
choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the worst way to. If you're killed by a Slavic man, you go to Slavic hell.
That's how you
What's
get
the
your
problem?
sure.
We don't want to go to
Sure.
Slavic hell. Like,
Sure,
What's your
I'll
problem
go
with
there.
Slavic
Well, maybe
people?
that seems better than the Valhalla.
Boy,
What's the
come
problem
on.
with the
Boy,
Serbs? Cosmic, honestly?
boy, you need to tell us who's your sugar daddy.
What?
Mate, can we move on?
all right, Viper sucks. All right, Sarah, how about you?
Man, I don't, this is a little bit of a tough one. Let me see. So let's go from least to most because I feel like that'll be more interesting. So
Okay.
Boyd, I definitely gonna put you on the bottom because I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You know, you'd rather kill yourself than touch any of us. So that's let's see here. I mean, fucking, I put Chris next because you know
Really?
I'm not the biggest Chris fan, but you win me
That's
over.
interesting.
With that, you know, that could be a little hot. You know, kind of like you know. But we'll move past that. We'll move past. Mindria, you know, I'll throw you on there. You know, I feel like you're probably a pretty good a pretty good C tier pick, like a good rebound fuck. You know.
Slow.
Hell yeah, brother.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother, rebound!
America.
Let's see. Cosmic, you know, I'll throw you up there, of course. You know,
Thank you.
You got some tender hips, and they really do not lie sometimes.
They don't fib.
I don't fib. And you know, I've been hearing rumors going around recently that Rat apparently knows his way around a penis pretty well.
Where the fuck does this mentality come from? I'm just a bloody virgin like everybody else. Yeah. I assume so, at least.
It's the reality problems.
Am I forgetting anyone here?
Alpen cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like Cheese is yeah.
Oh, and Batman.
Oh, and Batran. I don't know. Batran, you might be below Boyd. I don't know.
Damn.
Cheese,
When you're below the one you don't want to fuck simply because you don't want to make him
Rat.
uncomfortable.
Am I like the sideshow?
No, you're the cheese of the Cosmic and Rat sandwich.
So I'm like an add-on.
You're looking for every way to make this not.
Okay, you know,
Jesus, the
I'll take it.
DLC, what?
So what is the Turkish nationalist?
So I'm an add-on. So I'm a side dish.
Some side dish to you, huh?
You're like a nice cup of beans to a steak.
Cosmic,
What
I'm
the
gonna.
Wait, cup of
Cup of
beans to a steak.
Cosmic, I'm gonna set up a bounty for Trident on your head.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Trident's gonna hunt your head now.
I'm still stuck on the beans. Do you have is beans and steak
Cup
a
of
thing?
beans.
Yeah, beans, steak, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, if you search it on Google
Really?
Images, that's a thing.
I don't know. I have a
very cultured in bean society.
I have a complicated relationship with beans. Like I don't like
What's your
canned
problem?
black beans. Like canned black beans are gross, slimy, and weird, and get them out of my face. Ew! Like I don't like them. But like,
Alright.
we're talking about like a
Alright.
nice fucking like.
Cosmic,
Oh.
if there's no Billie Jean dance, you're gonna have to eat that.
Okay, we're done. We're not talking about me eating.
Alright,
I
we're
think-
done
There's
with
no
wild
Billie
card.
Jean dance. You have to eat a whole can of cold beans.
Alright, we're done with wild card. Moving on.
I,
Let's
Moving
make it
on.
I
happen.
think
God,
I think
fuck that.
I think steamed green beans could go well with a steak.
Alright, we're moving on, everyone.
They do.
Topic 6. Discuss
kinda
recent
go off.
anti-lockdown protests. Alright, everyone.
boy.
It's dumb.
Which fucked up country did do that now?
Us, because we're bad.
United States of America.
Why? Because
United
I just have a question. Why?
Because
Are you just-
Southerners, right?
Because Southerners.
I
That's
don't
like.
Okay.
I gotta let you know, Viper.
Southerners.
Like you're
I don't know,
right.
I saw Confederate flags. I'm like, oh wow.
You are not doing the movement any help by going. It's the Southerners.
No.
The Southerners.
Good luck, America.
They were like putting this. They were like, oh, the Confederate flags. Oh, great.
Okay, a bunch of dumb hicks. What can be said? Bunch of motherfuckers.
Masturbation to the Confederate
I don't know,
flag
man. They
is
were
a
blocking
thing.
streets for healthcare workers to treat the people at the hospital. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's like
It just
doing-
goes to show like how fucking brainwashed the country is. That like there's these people. I don't know if anyone saw this fucking clip. The guy on goddamn television going out and tearing up that he can't buy his lawn furniture, his lawn fertilizer. They've been so brainwashed that they can't imagine existing without endless, fucking meaningless, unnecessary consumption.
That's the most boomer thing.
Wait,
It's not
wait,
like that you
wait,
could
wait,
fucking
wait,
like
wait,
you can
Cosmic.
compost. You can compost your own shit. Like you can just fucking shit, collect it, and then compost it. Then you got fertilizer, man.
See, it's
Well-
not even about like that to them. What they want is to just consume bullshit. Same, there was a lady that went out and I need to get my hair done. I have to do it. Life has to go on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to do it. Look at my roots. My roots, they're showing. I can't do this. Like it's
Wait a
this is
minute.
this is the culture that we've created
Wait,
in America.
Cosmic, isn't there some people that say, "Oh, COVID can't affect me. I have Jesus' blood or something"?
What the
Yeah, that's too.
word
Like
of
there's
God
some religious
defends me.
folks who
I have
some
Jesus
Baptists who
Christ
seriously
by my
believe
side.
they seriously believe that they are also like I think a lot of them like lap over with the group of anti-vaxxers. They basically think they're like some that seriously think because they believe in God and Jesus that they're never going to get COVID-19.
Yeah, it's
First
not.
world problem.
Well, it's just a bunch of old boomers that are all scared. They're all scared about what's happening right now. That's never happened to them.
The boomers are the
And they're
majority
they're
of the
looking for
population.
answers, and this is what they're doing now. They're
No, I'm
thinking
not-
that they're buying
I
into
mean-
the narratives that say that we don't have to close down that long.
I mean, I kind of like, in
That's-
a way, I kind of like sort of understand where they're coming from, but I feel like the way they're doing it is doing the opposite of what they're trying to do.
Like, Cheese, you're right, but it's also like this is a new thing for us too. And
I
so
know,
I
yeah.
think like you see them react like I don't want to just shit on all old people, but it seems to be a pretty uniquely old demographic. That's
Well,
Cosmic, you say you don't want to shit on old people, but wait until the next topic.
you have to understand why the older people are the ones that are freaking out more. They're the ones that are more likely to die. They probably have children and relatives that are older too. Probably
Yeah.
have more health conditions. They
And they're
have
risking
they have
themselves by-
more jobs compared to millennials.
Yeah, and they're
They
risking
have,
themselves by doing this.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest factor though, that they're just they're more likely to die, and they have more people they know who are more likely to die. But at the same time,
What were you gonna say?
it's
Sam?
complicated. It's a complicated issue.
I was gonna say that it's strange that like out of all this fear, like it's so much overwhelming fear that they decide just to ignore the problem and pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
It's kind of human nature, right?
that is. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like why. That's why people don't go to the doctor. That's why I don't go.
Yeah.
To fucking like. I've been having this shit going on with my urethra. I've been like taking a
what the
piss.
You
And I'll like
play.
I'll instinctively stop. Like maybe there was a boop on the door or something, or just for any reason, I'll stop the piss, and then I can't get
So
it to keep
painful.
going. I can't get it to keep going. It like stops up in my urethra
You
somewhere.
got pee-pee constipation.
Yeah, legitimate. Now that's only happened to me twice, but
Is it
even
clogged?
if like it's happened twice where it's clogged up, and I've had to like go to make it keep going, and then it hurts for like 2 hours after.
I think you got the fucking
Oh,
bladder
I
stone.
feel it.
Yes,
You mean
it's
kidney stone?
worrisome. But
bird.
like even if there wasn't a pandemic, I probably wouldn't go to the doctor because I'm scared. I don't know what that means.
Are you sure that you just don't want to go to the
I
doctor?
can't. No,
because you
if I
would-
have a kidney stone, I'm killing myself.
Cosmic, are you sure that you don't want to go to the doctor not because you have fear, but rather because you think you're going to get bankrupt once you go there?
Oh yeah, that too. I forgot about that. See, I'm like, there's so many layers why I'm not going to talk about it.
There's a lot of good.
That's why you have to come to Canada for free healthcare. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
If no one
Okay,
accepts
go on.
me.
Yeah, you guys have no free healthcare.
Does Mexico have free healthcare? Let me look.
I don't know. Good question.
Let me look. They do, but I think it's like an exchange for getting your nuts chopped off by the cartels.
Healthcare in
not that
Mexico.
good.
Let me look. It's a public institution. Okay.
I wouldn't expect it to be that good.
It's probably better than ours, though, is the sad thing. It's probably not great. It's probably shit, but it's
I mean,
probably better
ours
than
is just really fucking expensive. That's really it. It's really, ours isn't really low quality. It's just really fucking expensive.
Yeah. Well, if you have the money, it's great. It's
great.
really good.
Sanders,
But if
John.
you're a broke ass,
Yo.
motherfucker-
It's
Yo.
a constitutional guarantee that you get public healthcare in Mexico.
Yo, somebody
Constitution.
said that they saw a spread the virus poster along the highway when they were in the car.
Have I fucking Poseidus now?
Bro,
Unironically?
spread the virus, cause like we're the real virus. You see Venice? There's like dolphins in the water now. Like Mother Earth is waking up.
The New World Order, guys.
I'm a fucking eco-fascist piece of shit.
Yeah, all I can say is okay, what they were fighting for, yeah, you know, everyone's suffering, guess money is a problem, taxes a problem, I get it. But then violating social distancing, going out to protest, doing the opposite of what you're trying to say, it's like you're asking to look like assholes.
Stay inside, you motherfuckers. All right, let's move on.
Alright.
Next topic. Well, Cosmic, remember I talked about, you said you don't want to shit too much on old fucker. Well,
Oh, we're doing.
yeah.
Oh, no.
This is. Are you guys ready for discuss, folks? Looking down on
Ooh.
gamers.
On game, no, yeah. So
These old people, they don't even watch video game high school. They don't get us.
yeah.
Like all they think is that gamers are either fucking bomb
Gamers
bros
are evil.
or fucking
No,
school
they think
shooters.
it's like what do you call it, waste of time.
Gamers
Plus,
cause
they
violence.
it's like okay, yeah, that's one thing. Gaming causes violence. That's one stupid thing. But another is like mostly like, oh, it's useless, or it's pointless, or like.
You know how gamers will look like in 20 years?
No, or like what do you call well, what else point is it's like you expect everybody to be working, like just focus on work instead of that. Like to me, it's
first of
kind
all-
of like gaming is a good way for me to like ease like the problems in life. Like if that wasn't there, I think a lot of people that play these games would be a little bit more depressed, way more depressed.
Here's the thing. I got a lot to say about this, but first of all, Viper, make sure that you make the topic thing on the thing match what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So there's a reason why they look down on video games and they don't look down on movies or TV or books. It's because video games, unfortunately, came up as a toy. They were viewed as and they were marketed as toys back in the day. Whoever's like dropping a Tomodachi on the ground, you're a fucking hacky sack. Stop.
That's right.
All right.
Rats scurrying around.
The motherfuckers were marketed and advertised and purchased and consumed as toys when they were first invented. And it took a while for them to truly become like a serious art form. People go on like, oh, what's going to be video game Citizen Kane? Video games have already had their fucking Citizen Kane. It's just the society at large has been unwilling to accept them as
Blame
a
the
serious
boomers.
part of the zeitgeist. You can blame
Society.
the boomers, but there's an unfair, like Sarah and I have this fucking conversation all the time. There's an unfair expectation for games to have to be super fun and gamey and video gamey because they're toys for children. And this is why like older generations have looked down at us. Games, we need to start seeing a lot more games that are just painful and awful and arduous experiences. We need to start seeing more of those. Like Death Stranding, exactly. Death Stranding is such a good
A lot
fucking
of
game.
games.
I agree with
That's
that.
Stranding.
Death Stranding is so cool because it's like not fun at all. It's not fun. It's
What
a
about Fallout 76?
well,
that's
that's
a
just bad. That's a different.
But how can be a game good if it's not fun?
Two of my friends
See?
spent
Rat, you are-
$80 on it.
No, like if a game is not enjoyable and it doesn't like give me anything in return, why should I play it?
Well, it's different. Like there's a okay. I mean,
It's a big
I
sum.
mean, if you play Honey Pop, then
shut up. We're not talking about Honey Pop.
If the game is intentionally designed to stress the player out and make them feel negative emotions, then it's doing its job. But if it's unintentionally making you feel like shit, like 76, then it isn't.
Yeah, literally.
Like, just
It's
how
just
a lot
like-
of movies make you feel sad and fucking angry.
Literally.
The thing is, there can be fun in that thing too. That's what I meant.
Well, it's fun to feel like the emotional high of being sad or angry or scared in a movie. Same way. So, like,
that's
if
what
that's
I
what
meant
you're
with fun. If there's no fun at all, including that, then why should I buy a game?
Well, I agree with you if you're talking about that, but I think the general public, when you discuss, like, oh, this has to be fun, you think of shit like, oh, high-octane gameplay, it has to be blah, blah, blah. It has to be...
I want to interrupt you guys there for a second. I'm not really focused on what type of game you like what if you enjoy this game or not. It's more about like the whole genre and like video gaming genre. Like that there are people out there. Okay, first ones that blame that say video game causes violence. That's one thing, but the other is like they think it's useless, waste of time. Like no.
Well, yeah, Viper, that's what we're talking about. Like, it's all connected. I'm saying the reason older generations believe that.
I don't think so. No, okay, maybe it might be the case from where you grew up, from where I grew up, like particularly with my parents. They just look down on it because they think it's a waste of time. They think it's better to focus more on work and all that boring shit just to make your life more miserable, and then they always complain why their life is miserable.
Well, that's because obviously capitalist fucking.
I find like in the future, like as we like I don't know get into like I don't know in our 40s and 50s, we like as like the older gen will understand why people play the game, and for me I would be like, yeah, I mean it is a problem if it's like, oh shoot, if you're like, I don't know, let's say you're still in school, you're not getting schoolwork, you're getting bad marks, and all you're doing is playing games, and yeah, that's a problem. But if you're doing fine in both, I don't see a problem. It's a good way to relieve stress.
There's no greater risk for video games to upend someone's life than any other activity.
Yeah, it's
like it's not like video games are uniquely responsible.
It's like they're
for people not
treating.
getting
It's
jobs.
like yeah, it's like they're treating like you can't get a job because you're playing games. Like when I got an interview for like a bunch of jobs, like literally all of them, they were telling me, oh, they play games, they play like shooting games, they play it all the time when they're off work because it helps relieve the problems in life. Like it gets you away from the problems of reality. Like
it's a de-stressor.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like a lot of these
escapism.
These type of generation, like the older generation particularly, I noticed they don't seem to understand that. I don't know if it's because of probably because they grew up in a different society or so, but yeah. I feel like it's just an annoying problem. And some people I've talked to, they're like, yeah, once the older generation kind of fades away and then the younger generation becomes the older generation, then that'll be less of a problem. And I kind of agree.
I think we'll do the same thing.
This sounds pretty tame compared. This sounds pretty tame compared to what is in Germany. In Germany, you know how games and gamers are treated? Whenever there's a right-wing terrorist attack in Germany, they say, oh, we gotta fucking regulate the gaming scene more, and then they put a bunch of shit on the internet.
That's a whole, hold on, that's a whole separate part of this, and I definitely want to talk about that, but before we get into it, I want to hear, like, Cheese, why do you think that? Like,
no, I just want to end it on the note that basically they use it as a scapegoat, so they never have to do anything about right-wing terrorism ever.
Yeah, it's hot ass bullshit. But Cheese, why do you think that like we would revert to those ways? Because
that's what all older generations do. Just throughout history, they always grow up, and the older generation they always go look down on them, and they got new things, shiny new things, and like the older generations, it's ruining society. They hate all this stuff. Like it was a couple thousand years ago, people hated books because they thought it was corrupting the youth or something, right?
Yeah.
But when we get older, maybe the younger generation we have. We're gonna look down on it and say these kids and their new holographic iPhones. How dare they? It's ruining society. Went back in my day, I used to have a nice normal iPhone I could hold in my hand. Stuff like that.
I could hold it in my hand. I agree with you on that. I thought you were talking about just like we would get weird about video games. But,
no, we wouldn't get weird. No.
Yeah, that like you're totally right. We're gonna continue to.
I tend to have
we're already doing it.
I tend to be more open to like changes like that. So for me personally, I probably wouldn't say much about it. I'll be like, yeah, they're enjoying their new technology. But for others, like you said, maybe not so much. They'd be like, "Oh, these guys are ruining my how I grew up or something." I mean, I kind of feel like when I went to elementary school, no phones allowed in class. I didn't even have a phone anyway. No technology in class. And then now, I hear in the future, oh, take out your iPad to go on this website to do this and that and that. And that. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like the most efficient way to do anything.
Yeah. So I mean, I wish I lived that.
That's how I
wish
really
I lived
hope
like
that
that.
what's happening right now just is gonna wake up a lot of the world.
Oh, it definitely will.
Maybe I can fucking stay in home and do this shit. Maybe we can automate 90% of the fucking maybe we can stop wasting money on archaic paper and people's time with fucking paperwork when we could just use a fucking web page.
I think a lot of boomers will. I think a lot of boomers will like evolve after this and realize that online shopping and stuff like that is so much better than having to go out and do all that stuff because you're kind of forced to do it
well,
now.
I think having both of them as options is a good thing. In general.
That's true. I will say, one thing I definitely miss. I fucking hate online grocery shopping. I hate it. I like going there.
That's
I like
terrible.
seeing all the food around me. I get crazy ideas. Ooh, I can make that thing from Good Eats. Ooh, oh look, I'm gonna buy. See, because if I'm at home, I may like, oh, maybe I'll just get one thing of donuts. But if I'm at the grocery store and I see a whole ass thing of donuts, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna get this flavor and that flavor, and I go home with more donuts, and I'm happier because of it.
Well,
Who the fuck buys groceries over fucking the internet?
Everybody right now. What are you talking about?
Nobody here does it.
No, a lot of
Like,
people
we still
I know
go to the
still go to
fucking
grocery
grocery
Apparently, Cosmic does.
well, okay. Back on
We're ordering everything right now. We're not going out.
back on the topic of gaming. Like, I feel like what you want to do is like you should. It's like not a big deal. Like, if you want to do it like that, go ahead and do it like that. If you want to do it like that, go ahead and do it like that. I'm more on emphasis like these people, like they feel like you shouldn't even be doing that at all or something. Like that's what I mean by looking down, because it's like, oh, wasting time, always complaining, and
Yeah, it's bullshit.
yeah. So it's like I wanted to talk about that because I have a few of those moments today.
Oh, who's that? Oh my god, it's Chris.
Chris.
It's Mapper Chris.
Wait,
No,
is he,
Chris, we got Cheese and the neighbor. They're both here.
Oh, the neighbor. Oh, that's great.
The neighbor. Fuck Cheese.
Wow, Chris.
Oh,
wow.
yeah, cheese. Oh, yeah, cheese as well.
Oh, yeah.
let me add Chris to the. Batman's not here, so I don't think Batman's coming. I can show up last minute.
Oh, wait, react to what?
Chris, do you think gamers are oppressed?
Obviously.
No. What I mean by that is like the older generation look down on us. They think us playing games is a waste of time. It's not. They don't understand it's a way to relieve stress.
It's actually what we're talking about.
It's an actual question.
We're actually talking about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would say maybe gamers are misunderstood, but no, not oppressed. If we're using that word.
Misunderstood. Yeah, actually, I'm more inclined to agree that. Yeah, I think gamers are more misunderstood than.
I'd say they're
Sandra struggles, Chris.
I'd say they're oppressed. I was
So
on
we're oppressed on
someone
the
tried to
basis
lynch me
that
the other day.
like gamers are like one of the groups that are spied upon the most, at least here.
Wait, are the what?
Gamers are the ones that are spied upon the most regarding like data tracking and shit by the
my
government.
Really? I don't think so. I think there are.
You
there are
don't
things that are
live
worse.
here. You don't live in.
Oh, in Germany, okay.
Well, maybe in Germany it's different. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, okay. Germany might be.
Yeah, basically, every time there's a right-wing terrorist attack, they just use it as an excuse to monitor the gaming community more
Wait,
and
isn't
more.
that what United States kind of does sometimes? Is that whenever there's like
FBI.
it's like, we need to look at these Fortnite, whenever this Fortnite, when it goes
It hasn't
violence.
really been an issue in like.
The thing is, they do it every time there's a school shooting, which is a little bit more frequent in the USA.
You think it hasn't? I mean,
terrorist attacks?
I disagree that, like, yeah, I think the height of that shit. Someone's echoing, by the way. I think the height of the fucking, like, gamer scapegoat bullshit was, like, 2004, when you had all the fucking, like, Postal 2 Nancy
That's
Reagan
their
shit.
neighbor.
They're still using it.
Is it?
That is the
Yeah.
What do you mean? Postal is a nice and family-friendly game.
Ah, yes, Postal. I can hear myself through the neighbor.
Is that through you?
No, it's through the neighbor.
Hold on.
Yeah. I think
Is it through a name?
Yeah, your speakers are.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I think now it's making a little bit of a resurgence. I mean, you had the fucking White House YouTube channel upload examples of violence in video games. And it was like a 15-minute montage of like Doom and fucking Call of Duty. And it was supposed to be this like expose. Look at what our kids are consuming. And these are supposed to be the hip alternative culture people, I guess.
And plus, I think it got a bit more mainstream when I was gonna say when
Trump's back.
when Trump also said this, like he also said
Yeah,
like
mine here,
games
yeah.
cause violence.
Didn't
Trump
he
said
mention it?
himself. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Trump said that shit too.
Trump is not a true gamer president.
Yeah, we gamers.
I
trusted
I
him.
feel like eventually there will be leaders that play games.
Eventually, there will be gamer
Yeah.
presidents.
I think-
Yeah, eventually there will be. I'm pretty
I
sure.
mean,
The thing is,
there's one
AO
on Twitter right now.
AOC
apparently
stated that
campaigning.
she plays games and she might
yeah, what
run in
is
the
she-
next election.
Wait, who?
Oh yeah, she plays League of Legends.
Wait, who?
Oh my god, if
AOC
AOC
plays
runs, that'll be
Oh.
so funny.
I want to see. Yeah, I want her to run her fucking. We should just switch the debates to League of Legends
I
matches.
wonder
No,
who
no,
would
no,
make a better
no,
video
no,
game.
No, that's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, I want her to run on a bench.
Alright, I think we talked enough. You guys want to move
Here,
on?
while we're here, since Chris is here, we didn't get to hear his answer before for the wild card. Chris, we gotta get the answer for you. Out of everybody in the call right now in the podcast, who would you most likely be to fuck, and who would the least likely person you were to fuck?
Why are you always asking these questions?
I know, Dave Cosmic, man. This is
It was an NTR thing. It was NTR.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
if it's if it's just sex, not love, just pure sex. I mean, I've seen Rat a little bit. I've seen Alp. Actually, I would say Alp. I've seen Alp. I would fuck him.
Raw.
And the least, you know what? A viper.
Well, that's self-explanatory.
Okay,
Chris,
well,
everyone-
now, next topic now. Next
Chris,
Yeah,
everyone
next
agrees
top,
here that
next
you would be
top.
the perfect guy to hate fuck with.
Alright, next
Wow.
topic,
Made a
everyone.
consensus.
Oh, jeez.
That was like the universal
Oh,
agreement
jeez.
when we had that wild card
jeez.
topic.
This is how you
Jesus
see
Christ.
it as a sex toy.
Why are you getting mad at me? I'm just the messenger. Don't-
Alright, next
He's
topic.
intriguing, but you
Chill.
want to know more, and especially
Everyone
about his
chill.
behind.
Hey, we're not gonna focus on a topic we talked about already. Let's move on. Alright,
Okay.
next topic, we'll be discussing about starting a Mapper series, a new mapping series in a future timeline with
Andrea, don't be
modified map.
rude.
And what I mean by
We'll
that
get
is
through it
like,
together.
instead of starting in 2020 where like a lot of people already know what the world map might look like when they look it up, they're gonna be looking at like in a future year with a different
about
map,
Korea?
different borders, whatever, different. So, and
What
we'll
about
talk about
Korea?
is it a good idea? And do you think it would confuse the audience? And should you ever start a series like that? And I would say yes. I have done this before. So.
Sarah, what do you think about this?
I mean, it's definitely a mix-up as long as you establish the idea well, and I, like the post said, don't confuse the audience right off the bat. But also, it could get like super heavy-handed too with trying to explain that we're in a new world, and kind of lose any of the fun subtlety of realizing what's different.
Wow, that was That was a better answer. that was a good answer. That was a
The
real
fir-
answer. Shit.
The first ever AFOE ever made did that. Batman's The Future
Oh.
of Europe.
Yeah, and that's why
Had
That's why Batman's Future of Europe was a fucking confusing mess. It's because it
The
just
what?
started with like the implication that it was like, oh, there was a big war, guys.
But the thing is, it's like a continuation of Merview's series, technically. So
Nobody knew that though. Like it was, it was. Yeah, we're not talking about Batman.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like
He's not here to defend himself.
some of my series are like that too. Mafia started in year 2800. That's like what?
Why did you make a mafia show that takes place in 2800? Like,
To take because Mafia is
What advantage does that give?
It's just
I
a
think-
term, and it moves away from what Mafia is in the modern day.
you just want like a future mafia?
Yeah,
I think
pretty much.
Viper did this
Okay.
to
Instead
someone
of
like this,
instead
how
of
mafia works.
controlling people through dictatorship, they control people through some mafia system. That's how it worked.
Illegalism.
Yeah, basically you don't have absolute power, but in the system, but in the nation is maintained through the system, and you can tell it's already falling apart. Alright, classic
That's-
generic. And then I have another one that takes place in 2065, after a nuclear fallout.
Nuclear fallout. That's
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, very cliche. My isolated series. Cosmic should have watched it. No, okay.
Yeah, Cosmic.
And then I had, I had like
Yeah.
AFOE season starting in like this year. Oh wait, my AFOE series, yeah, started 200 years after, after like 2014 or something.
But the map was still the same.
Yeah.
It can be done well. Fricon did it well, I guess.
The map didn't change though.
Wait, no.
Did
What
it-
do you mean?
Yeah,
didn't
it was
change?
Gauche was in charge. That's a changed map.
Yeah,
if I've
no,
ever seen
the
one.
changed map I think is like meant in terrain.
Oh no, I meant like borders and shit.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about borders.
Yeah, in terms
Yeah.
of
Well,
borders.
it works in HOE,
That's a
so
you thing. Right.
why shouldn't it work in AFOEs? If it works in HOEs.
Who said it's not gonna work?
I don't know what you
All
mean.
right, next
Well,
topic.
alternate history is more like you're taking a timeline that's already happened, and people generally will have a better understanding of what's going on because if they understand the history instead of, like in deep in the future where it hasn't happened yet. But what you didn't get to talk about is this a good idea? How would it confuse the audience, and should you ever start a series like that? Like you guys didn't say much about it. Cosmic's neighbor
I think
did.
everyone addressed
Because I'm planning to start
I think Sarah said that what pretty much all that can be said. It's pretty astute take. Trying to don't get lost in explaining it. Just stick to the subtleties.
I think a lot of people
actually-
got lost in me explaining it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is, you're not
Sounds like he's
supposed to
calling
explain
you out
it. You're not-
directly.
You're not supposed to explain it, I think.
What do you mean you're not supposed to explain it? What are you talking about?
I mean, like in Furcon series, he didn't really explain like why why like this was happening until like at the end.
Yeah, that's why it was really good because it was like it was a mystery. It was
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why it should not be explained because the mystery makes it better.
I mean, but you can't like then they'd all have to be mystery series, and you can't expect that.
Well, okay, yeah.
I think
So
most
if we go down the mystery path, we I still fall back to the topic of would it confuse the audience?
If you do it well, then no.
Yeah, you do well. But it doesn't have to be a mystery because Korean theory, is in the future with future borders, and it's not a mystery why. That still works. It's a good theory.
I think it really depends on the series. I think like we had a couple of podcasts ago we reviewed a series which like this German child soldiers in Syria or something.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
that
Wait,
stuff
what?
is like that stuff is like problematic because it's in the future and you have no fucking idea why, and it's also like that's where confusion comes up. But like I said, it really depends on the series, like whether how the scenario is set up. So I think that can only be judged in a case by case basis.
What the fuck did you watch? German child soldiers in Syria? What?
Just don't question it, Chris.
Okay, sure.
Alright.
Should have been on the podcast if you wanted to. So
Hey, shut up.
Oh,
I was
Alright,
busy.
let's move on.
Move on.
next topic. What we got?
Topic 9. Discuss the H3 Mudahar drama. I don't fucking know what's going on. Fill me in.
Go ahead, Cosmic.
Yeah, someone fill me in.
Okay, so there's a fella out there. There's a fella out there by the name of like Mudahar or some shit.
Wait, I know him.
in charge
You
of
know
some
what?
ordinary
It's
gamer.
some
Yeah,
ordinary gamer.
Oh,
Yes,
some ordinary
Some
gamer.
ordinary gamers. Yeah, I know. Notice how we're all like, oh yeah, that guy from years ago. Here's the
I still
thing.
watch him.
Well, you are a part of a small, shameful minority.
What do you mean shameful? How dare you?
So, some ordinary gamers back in the day did like creepypasta narration, and it was fine. It wasn't that good, but it was fine, and it was fun. Yeah, it's fun. It was a great little experience. He should have kept doing that, because now he's sort of become. The speakers are still echoing a little bit.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's all right. He's sort of joined the ranks of these mid-tier, mediocre, bullshit, nothing commentary channels like fucking Goose Boos and yada yada.
Leafy.
Channels. Yeah, Leafy too, but some I don't even know because Leafy like is part. He says nothing, but he's mean about it. there's like this whole subgenre of commentary channels that are like the least interesting person you see at a party. Like they have the most
he doesn't only make those kind of videos.
That's true, but it's like every observation he has is the most surface level, boring nonsense that is not only wrong, but just unengaging and bland. And it always comes down to shit like, dude, like, come on. That's like the thesis of every Goose Boost video in Some Ordinary Gamers is, dude, come on. That's all they have to say about anything ever. Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
What?
No, just long, exhausted sighs as they're arguing.
Oh, yeah. You're right. The Avatar cross of the arm.
Yeah.
Oh.
You better fucking watch out when that animated avatar crosses their arms.
You better fucking close your asshole, because they're coming for it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so recently Mutahar has been riding the whole fucking, like, oh, H3 bad bandwagon. Made a whole bunch of, you know, guys come on, videos about Ethan doing some shit. Rat, what are you doing?
What the fuck? He's playing with jelly
What?
beans.
Making noise.
I have no jelly beans here.
But, yeah, so Ethan responded. He made a whole 40-minute long Mutahar dunk sesh. And it warmed my heart. It brought me back to the good old days. It was a good video. Stood up for himself, which is what you should fucking do if you're in the right in these situations. But, yeah, it had some weird, like, the thing that Mutahar called Ethan out for was, like, donation shaming Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
It was like a weird
What
Jeff Bezos defense video. It's like, I don't know.
Why would you defend Jeff Bezos?
Because you gotta lick that boot. It's delicious and yummy, bro. Mommy, oh, the soulsies of your toes. Oh, are these
Okay.
Timberlands?
What is the detail of the Jeff Bezos donation?
Well, Jeff Bezos, he donated like $100 million to some charities while, like, obviously having substandard, horrible protections for the Amazon office workers. It's something equivalent to, like, if someone with $40,000 a year income donated like $30. It's equivalent to that, and if you rightfully call that, like, your obvious publicity stunt, Jeff, you have houses getting sick and dying because your shitty company won't give them masks. Fuck your publicity stunt. But don't worry, they got Mutahar to come defend. But
Wait, $100
What is
million?
Red doing?
yeah,
I mean, that's a lot of fucking money. That's pretty useful.
it's clearly
When you're
like
the richest man on the earth, it's a drop.
Veteran.
It's a
You also have
drop.
to understand that Amazon spends almost all the money they get back into their company. So
then,
they don't
then
really
why
have that
does
much
Jeff
money to work
Bezos
with.
make like a minute?
How much a minute?
I don't know that. I mean, I don't know the exact number. It's something like $30 million a minute.
Well, most
Oh,
of the
shit.
money is in liquid anyway.
I mean, if,
Isn't he losing most of his money from a divorce thing anyway? From
Well,
his wife?
Batman's
No.
here.
Or is that just like a meme?
What is if the guy's making $30 million a minute, he can afford to give every single warehouse worker masks.
Well,
and
is
gloves.
all that money liquid too? Because he might not be able to. How much of the money is being reinvested into his company?
Yo,
too?
how long are you guys gonna stay on this
That is a
topic?
good
Because I want to
question to
move to the
pose.
next topic
Yeah.
because I have to do something.
A lot of rich people they don't really have that much money to spend because most of their money they don't actually own. Like most of Jeff Bezos' net worth isn't liquid. It's just Amazon stock. He can't just take that out now and spend it on whatever he wants. Or
You
literally
can sell
crash the world
stocks
economy.
whenever you want.
No,
Hey,
you
it's
can't.
not-
No, it's literally illegal. If Jeff Bezos wanted to sell all his Amazon stocks right now, he can't. It's illegal because you literally crash
Can't
the
sell
world.
all,
You crash
but-
the economy.
A good amount of it.
He can't. I don't think he can sell a good amount of it.
You can liquidate a couple of $1 million, no problem.
A couple $1 million out of $100 billion.
When the company is like almost $1 trillion worth, yes.
Even if most of his money is kept up in stock, the man is still a multi-billionaire, and
Yeah.
he could give everybody that works for him the adequate protections and a living wage instantly. Anytime.
Oh yeah, good.
Like-
Something you should fight him for. Like everyone was fighting him over paying them less, and you know what he did? He paid them more money, and that's now $15 an hour.
That's good.
So
That's
just
a
keep
good
fighting
thing.
them over, keep yelling them, get them adequate wage,
completely-
work, and they'll keep going, and it will work because that's how Amazon's already like it's a pretty good company. It's pretty useful. They employ the most people in the country.
In Germany, they still circumvent all labor laws through a
Hey.
loophole in the law.
Are we ready to
Yeah,
move
it's
on?
good. It's good cheese, but you got to remember they had to be bullied into doing these things. These weren't like
know, that's what you have to
values
do
of
with
Jeff
companies.
Bezos. I mean, yeah, but doesn't that suck? Like, should that's pretty
Doesn't that
ass.
suck? Well, I
Hey,
mean,
I
you
have
know,
a
what works,
I have an
works.
important question. How long are we going to stay on this topic? Because I have to do something. And
Oh, I just got a message from a friend that says it's 2,500 a second.
Cosmic,
2,500 a second.
yo, can you guys hear me?
Jesus.
Yes.
we do hear
Yeah,
you.
I want to ask how long
That is
can
a
we stay
rich
on this
man.
topic? Because I have to do something. And I don't want to not be able to change the topic.
Okay.
Do something.
Oh, Battern, you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How,
Yeah, I
no,
told you,
how
you
long?
ignored me.
Can you guys stay on the topic for 5 minutes by any chance?
Battern, you were at the bottom of everybody's fuck list, but you were at the top of mine.
Wait,
Are we gonna
Cosmic,
change the topic?
can you guys answer my question? Are you guys
What?
able to stay on this
He
topic
earns
for
9
five-
million an hour.
for
Daddy, you will
5
stay within
minutes?
5 minutes. I'm sorry. I don't want another spanking.
Let him
Does that
talk.
answer it?
So
He
wait,
earns nine-
why
he
is,
earns
why
9
is
million an
everyone
hour, that's
ignoring my
crazy.
question?
He answered you.
I wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
answered
answered.
I didn't get it. Okay, say it again.
Yes, Daddy. I will obey the 5-minute rule.
Alright.
I do not want another spanking.
Okay, I'm gonna just gonna go for 5 minutes. Be right back.
Okay.
MapperCast 24 hours left.
Oh, God.
So who?
What did he even want? You want us to keep this 5 minutes?
Okay.
Some bullshit?
Talking about Jeff Bezos and his bald head.
Baron, do you not have access to the doc?
No.
Alright, I
If
get
we
it.
have Batman, who he's the least likely to fuck.
Alright. Okay, Batman, since you're here, we gotta ask this question again.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
This was the wild card, top to bottom, everybody
Let me
in the
guess, is it
podcast
fuck-
right now. Oh yeah,
fuck-
who would you least fuck? Who would you most fuck?
He's thinking. Let him think.
He's mulling over.
You can literally see the cogs moving in his brain right now.
You can see him, you can hear him. The creaks of the wood, the decades-old machinery.
The McDonald's.
Calling me old. Are you
The
calling
end,
me old?
the consensus is he doesn't know. Okay. So I feel like we've said all that we can say about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take temporary host duties. So, discuss the future of MapperCast post George and new upcoming changes. So, for those of you who are out of the loop somehow, George is gone. He's left us, and he became a member of the show right before he left. And I think we were all super excited about moving forward with him. He was a great guy, brought a ton of energy, made me really excited about the show's future. He's gone now, so that future is a little bit up in the air. It's a little bit precarious. We're kind of floating around right now, trying to figure out what's going on in Recenter. But, yeah.
All right, I got it.
So I just want to open that up to everybody. What do you think we can do to fill the George hole?
Find someone else named George.
That's a good idea.
We could do that, but I
Do you have
don't
any- do
think
you have
that
any
has the same
proposals?
effect.
George
We can go on
Costanza?
Craigslist, maybe.
George Bush.
George Bush?
George Bush.
Yeah, George Bush is a good pick.
And then we kick him out just to get Jeb in.
Jeb Bush. Jeb. We should get Jeb on this podcast.
We tried to get
Jeb.
Jeb on, man. Jeb is
Really?
like, well, yeah, we like he does podcast interviews, but we can't find like a contact.
You gotta
Somebody-
email him. Just email him.
You said in New York you had like friends from like really, really rich neighborhoods.
Yeah,
Like ask them to get.
He's
somehow
in, like,
get into
I don't know,
Florida.
like if the New York elite are friends with Jeb Bush.
Yeah, those might be
Just
two different
say
worlds.
it's for the
Yeah.
memes.
Just
say it's for- just say
just
it's for
email him.
it's for
Just
that-
email him.
Just say it's for
Yeah.
defamation campaign.
Baron, if
and it
you
will be
can
fine.
find a hookup, an email. I was trying to find an email for Jeb. I don't know if we could get Jeb on. I feel like 1 second of research, he finds the twerking video, and there's no.
No, he won't. He won't.
And then
I
again,
mean,
do
he
we
put
really
on a
want to
jacket.
be a podcast that had
I mean,
Jeb
put on a
Bush?
jacket with a zipper.
Absolutely.
We would be a fucking legend. Like we would be the only mapper. We would be only the
We'd be-
only. We would be the only mapping podcast that can say of themselves we had a high rank.
Everybody, I got an idea.
We could be
How
the
about-
only
we can ask
mapping
the audience.
podcast
We
to
can
say
ask
we
the
had Jeb
ask-
Bush on the show.
Yes, ask the
Let's
we can
audience.
ask the audience to help us find Jeb Bush.
If you guys want to
Hashtag
help
help
us
find
get
Jeb
Jeb
Bush.
Bush on the show, like we try. It's not just like, oh, wouldn't it be funny? Like legitimately, if we could figure that shit out, it would be amazing.
I
So
want
if you
to
want to help us,
I want to
Dude.
be his apprentice.
Go to our Patreon and pay some
What
money.
would we talk about with Jeb Bush?
How does one become a politician?
No, I don't want to
No, that's lame.
I don't want to like have a serious conversation with Jeb Bush. Like, I'm
Your
not
opinion
interested.
about
I mean,
ask-
if we don't have a serious conversation, I'm pretty sure he will not be here for long.
I feel like we
I
We
think
gotta
I-
talk about like Jeb. What's
I
your
think a
favorite
good
video
question
game?
is why
Yeah,
is Florida deteriorating
video
more
games
and more
cause
under your
violence.
governorship?
No, but like we should talk about like what's his first crush, like what's his favorite
Yes!
movie.
I love that. I want to like shoot the shit with Jeb. I don't want to. I'm not interested in like.
But don't only when we do the wild card topic. If we actually have Jeb here, don't pick it.
don't.
Don't
Alright,
like
Jeb,
the
what
fuck
you got
list.
on post,
Don't
would
don't
you
do the
rather
fuck list.
fuck?
Here.
I'm gonna have to go with Matt Rand.
What?
He's a nice young man.
I am honored at the same time disturbed.
No, you'd be honored.
My fellow Americans.
I once again ask for your support.
We should get him to
That's-
announce his second run on our show.
Should we go back to the? Yes. Should we go back on topic now?
Anyways, so
Hey,
yeah,
can I
Jeb
work for
Bush.
you, Jeb? Please.
No, do you really want to work for Jeb Bush?
Yes.
Yes, Bradley. Gain some experience right there, right?
Yeah, experience and shit.
Hey,
Experience.
Jeb Bush is a good,
Bush.
nice man. Okay,
Jeb Bush is the saddest person in the country.
He is a little sad.
he's a little sad, but he's pretty nice.
Yeah, just a little bit sad.
He needs a hug.
From Cosmic.
No. Yeah, sure.
And
Anyway,
what-
so what was
What's going on? What we are going to do in the future with the podcast? Because
Yeah.
new
So-
upcoming changes, we have some. You can explain.
Put some
Okay.
music.
So here's the thing. Recently, there's been another show coming on out. I think Poisonous doing a podcast. It's great. There's some we've had mixed internal reactions because, like, anytime anybody else does a show, it's immediately, what are we gonna do, guys? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So I'm not Poisonous. Wish them all the luck in the world. Fucking love the background. Super chill atmosphere. It's great. I love it. What we've seen in response is a ton of people saying that, like, oh, no, we gotta have the music. I love background music in a lot of podcasts. A lot of podcasts I listen to have that shit. Jar Media does it great. I did it with Sarah and I. We did it on Lego Loop 2000. Had background music, had jazz fusion. It was great. It's more of a chill atmosphere. Here's the thing. MapperCast, I don't know if you fucking noticed. It's not a very chill show.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, it's not a show.
Welcome back.
Well,
Change the topic.
if
we're on the
anyone
next
can
topic.
find us a good theme, a background theme for us, then that'll be
First
great.
of all, we're not
Music
finding
doesn't
external
We're
fit.
no.
Music doesn't fit the way MapperCast operates.
Wait, what topic are we on?
well,
We're talking
I
about
mean,
changes to the show.
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like
Oh.
MapperCast is pretty much wild, like kind of like a wild card
Wait,
or
what?
something like that. Literally, no
Did I-
pun intended.
Did I
But
skip that topic?
if we have
Okay.
multiple, I'd say we just have multiple.
I think there's room
depending
for
on the mood
music
setting.
in the show. Like, I think
Like
First
for
of
example, if we have a wild card, we can switch to a certain wild card
yeah, like I think
Q&A.
we could do an intro. We could have a little intro animation that would then lead into music that plays over Viper saying the topics, just to introduce the show. I think that sounds
Like
good.
a news theme, like a news,
Yeah, well,
like a
yeah.
dun 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 dun.
Wait,
dun.
why
Well,
was
maybe
Baron
not-
saying finding one? Why don't we just make one?
Yeah, like first of all,
I mean, we got Lee Allen.
This
No,
is kind of like a stretch, but I don't know if any of you guys listen to a fucking Amazon Flash briefing through your Alexa. But like all those shows have like a little like jingle to introduce people talking, and
Doesn't
just like
Lily
10
make
second
music?
little.
Yeah, Lily made an intro for MapperCast.
Yeah,
first of all, we have Chris Fisher. We don't need any internal mapping people music for us. We have
we
that.
have
Chris
Lily.
Fisher, the
We have
legend.
Lily as well.
We also have Chris Fisher.
Viper
So-
already has some swanky.
No shade on
animations.
Lily.
Get a composer.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. The Amazon Flash briefings have really nice introductory chill shit. So I think if we just have a nice little MapperCast theme to go over the start, we could do that. That adds pizzazz. Second thing, the format of the show, the stream format. Just go ahead and say "I" right now if you think it's depressing and terrible.
I think it is. I agree. I don't
There
really
you go.
like
It is. It's depressing and horrible. It's gray. It's sad, and nobody wants to click on it. So we're going to change that. I have art production right now. It's going to be nice. It's going to have visual elements to it. It's going to be
Not Countryball.
not Countryballs. It's going to be like
Oh my
something
God, Hunter.
nobody's seen before.
Anime.
No,
Not gonna be
It's
anime.
gonna be all anime.
No,
gonna be-
anime.
Is it the thumbnail?
Here, we're not going to say anything else about it.
Is it a thumbnail?
It's not a
it's gonna be-
thumbnail.
It has no
gotta
country
be
balls.
VTuber.
It's gonna be IRL.
No, it's not Country Ball. It's Mapper
Oh my.
Balls.
It's also not mapper balls.
A mapper.
You'll see it. It's in production right now.
I love
about
big
20
mapper balls.
Well, okay, but either way,
25%
as of
done.
now,
Mapper humans.
until we get a new template, this current topic thing that I added will stay.
Yes. So that, I do think, like, I know it sounds surface level, just talking about visual and audio stuff, but I do think it's important. Helps add to the show.
Yeah, but like,
But-
okay,
Can we add-
can we get back on the? I wasn't there because I was away. What were you guys talking about for like the intro? Like you were saying playing some music or what? So it
We were saying, like, having a tiny little animation intro at the start, and then we'd play music over you reading off the
And
topics.
how should the animation look like?
I mean, I don't know off the top of my head.
Because you know I did the whole transition animation, but like, I
Yeah,
don't know where-
something small like that.
Well, you could do a thing where you put music in the beginning of the podcast and it slowly fades out when we start actually getting into it.
Yes,
Because that's some advanced shit you could do.
that is a bit. Yes, shit like that.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
We'll
I mean,
figure it all out.
I mean, in the transition scene that took like an hour to do, so.
Oh,
Oh no.
Part
Oh,
of
dear.
it was because
Oh, wow,
I
you
was
poor
I was
thing.
screwing around with OBS Studio trying to get things to work, but yeah. So.
You sincerely have my condolences.
What?
Huh?
Eh.
Okay.
animation sucks. So difficult.
What else? What else?
I wish.
What
There
else?
So
it goes.
difficult. Yeah.
In terms of direct
and that's
con-
why I'm not going into it.
In terms of direct content, I do think I'd like to have more guests from outside the world into this show.
Korean.
Community, I like to have Korean, like to bring Poisonous on here, like to have fucking the whole 9 yards. We're working to
Jab
get.
roll, jab.
I really want to have Tiger Star on the show
Fucking
again. He's a
Jizzle.
great
You need
guy. He's
Jizzle.
fucking cool as shit.
We
Where
can
how's
get
Mervu
Tiger Star.
doing?
Cosmic, I have a
Why don't you
question.
get base?
April.
Cosmic, I have a question about the whole background change.
Oh my god.
So are we
wait.
still gonna
yeah.
be using
Kit
Discord?
base.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
but okay. So, Cos, can you give me a broad idea of how it will look? Like,
Well, I mean, I want it to be a surprise for everyone. The show, like, we can talk
Um,
about it later. But...
okay, yeah, I mean, like, no, it should be fine to show like just for MapperCast members only. It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
I'll keep you updated.
But the thing I'm worried about is like, because I made like the whole background for the free fall and the wild card as well. And
Yeah,
those
we'll keep all that in.
Those look bland too, right? So it's like I don't know what kind of. Because our theme has always been a little bit dark with our whole logo thing.
I know, it's
that
still gonna,
random
like, it's
logo
not gonna-
that we created and used it since then.
I totally get
I
what you mean. Like, I'm not talking about like a whole color rebranding. Like, we're not going to be going super bright. Like, it's still going to be a little bit darker, but we're going to
It's a
change. Like,
fine logo.
we're changing it. Yeah, I love our logo. We're changing it from dark depressing to like dark chill. Like, it's going to be
Yeah,
different.
alright, I see.
Edgy.
Anyways.
Yeah, I know, because just looking at today's host and just my mapper ball is pretty bland.
Anyways, should we move on? Unless anyone else has stuff to
yeah.
say.
Well, I remember the idea mentioned about the polls, like going through the polls automatically instead of us. Let's say we don't host for like 30 days and then we have to go through 30 polls. Fuck that, no. I want to just show the polls and then we'll just talk about specific polls during the poll topic. So that's what I
would
meant
rather
by the whole posting. So like, can your new format can fit that by any chance, or?
Yes.
Well, I would rather.
Because
read the
another
post.
thing I don't like about the Discord format right now, and unfortunately, is because when people join in and out, I have to keep changing it. It's actually very annoying. In a position, it's not fun. But
Cough,
and I think I have to
please.
crop something after this podcast because I think I showed something I shouldn't be showing. So yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about more of the technical stuff behind the scenes.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay, so polls.
Yep. Post.
All right. Where are we
Alright.
starting? What's the date?
We're not starting from this fucking what's your favorite meat. That's for next time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think
4,
quarantine.
12.
Okay.
4, 12.
All right. So
4, 12.
first poll we have: you are quarantined with all of the MapperCast members and have run out of food. Who do you eat first? And I fucking won far and away by 46. Fuck all of you.
The reason is because you have the most meat on you.
True.
No, Viper.
I know, but it's all fat. There's no nutrients in that.
I have the most.
Fat
I'm a
is-
goddamn dragon. You guys should be eating a dragon.
You're not a dragon. You're a
Yeah.
small lesbian.
Fat means calories, and when you're starving, it doesn't matter what you eat as long as it has energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's gonna be second?
Well, second place was nobody. I'd rather starve. So we got 3 people in
And
principal.
third-
And
Close to Chris.
Third place was Chris, who obviously it's got to be Chris. Chris, are you here? He's AFK.
Okay.
It's got to be Chris. He's got like muscles, kinda,
But muscles don't have much calories.
but like nutrients and shit. You want? You don't.
You are fucking starving on an island. The only thing you care about is that you survive the longest, and that you do by just a bunch of calories. Like,
But
it
you also
doesn't
need
to be healthy.
energy. You got to be able to go out and like I don't know. There's probably
And also, the more
and health
fat
and
is on
shit.
it. If you have like somebody like if you have only body fat, like you can smoke that and then you can like preserve it for a long time, which you can't really do that easily with normal meat.
You're gonna
Unless
need
you
the
have
energy.
salt.
You're not gonna. You're gonna need the energy to like run out in the fucking wild and like find an elk and grab the antler and stab it in the neck. Like you're not
The
gonna be
thing
able
is,
to do that with my
The
chump.
scenario is we are like stuck somewhere and we can't get anything else. It says we're under quarantine, which means we can't leave the house.
I feel like you're applying. Okay, maybe.
I like you're making this way more complex.
I'm not
than it
implying.
needs to
I'm literally reading the poll.
Well, I'm glad Mysterious lost because he's just bones.
Why did you
Just
say
a
this?
skeleton.
Cheese can't read the polls.
Jeez, you can't read the polls. What?
Yeah.
be. I can't read the polls.
Yeah, I removed it from everyone so the reactions
No,
don't shift
no,
constantly.
no.
Oh, okay.
Let them shit. Let them shit.
I can
There you
shift
go.
it.
Anyways, the next one was what is your favorite bot in the MapperCast server? This one had like no votes, but Yggdrasil won. Next one we got what is your blood type? Because Brackets needs to know that. Needs to know all of our blood types.
I don't
I actually
know.
don't know.
I don't know one.
I don't know one.
He gets off on that. I don't know one with 48. The only one that had votes was with 12. Anyway, then we have a script.
An
I
essay.
guess I don't fucking know.
Read it. Read it.
I'm not
No, do
reading all of it.
TLDR. Do TLDR.
I will read what the question is. It is who do you support in the Grand Ethiopian Resistance Dam Crisis? Whatever the fuck
It's not
that is.
resistant. It's Renan.
Oh, Renaissance, whatever the fuck that shit is. But the winner of that one was it is good that Ethiopia is looking to the future with the dam, which would be the 7th largest hydroelectric power generator in the world. However, they must be sure to come to an agreement with Egypt regarding the speed of filling of the dam. Both parties stand to benefit from this agreement if disputes are
Faster,
resolved with the
faster.
dam.
Faster,
Supporting
faster,
Ethiopia's
faster.
development, but also acting as a
Faster,
buffer
faster.
against drought and flooding for Egypt. Egypt's fears of drought overblown, but it has to adopt a less certain approach. Well, Ethiopia needs to be more considerate of its downstream neighbor dependency on the Nile. My name's Frankie McDonald. Buy all your Chinese food and pizza food, Italian sausage.
Alright, I'm gonna put a
God, wrath
disclaimer
God.
here for those that actually want to hear that slowly when the stream.
No.
No, my God.
0.25 speed, and you'll hear constantly.
If you want to hear it slowly, you have to play it back.
Yeah,
Play it back and slow it
0.25 speed.
I want to hear what that sounds like. Anyway, so next one. You are forced to live in one of these dystopian societies as a normal citizen. Which do you choose? North Korea, Airstrip 1 Oceania from 1984, or District 12 Pan Am from the Hunger Games?
Yes,
North,
Canada.
Discuss this. Discuss this.
yeah, North Korea won. I disagree because Pan Am, like, it's spooky and you feel like, oh, I'm gonna be drafted, but out of the millions of people that live in the district, only 2 are chosen, so your odds are
Well, no, in Pan Am,
That's the
doesn't
clear
everyone
Odds are not. Odds are
Isn't
mostly
District
in your
12 like
favor.
poverty ridden though?
The
It
odds are
is.
mostly in your favor, man.
the poverty in Pan Am is terrible. It's like worth North Korea, isn't it? Or
I don't
in
think it's worth
District
it.
12.
I mean,
Also, District 12
regardless,
literally got like bombed to hell and everyone died. So
between North Korea
Well, it's
and
pre-book.
District 12,
a pre-book.
Wait, I have a question. What's Airstrip 1?
between
And
What?
that's Oceania.
1980.
Airstrip 1 is 1980 is the setting of 1980.
Yeah, Big Brother.
4 people.
No, I would rather live in North Korea than Oceania. That's a clear loser.
Really? Why?
In Oceania,
is
you
a
can't do
hellscape,
shit.
but You are constantly
Oceania,
being surveilled.
the
Is that not
Airstrip
how it
1 is
You go.
Well, in North Korea they have limits,
Uh,
but Oceania is like super futuristic society.
Yeah.
Also, you
On-
could escape North Korea.
They are
on my
literally like, analyzing your thoughts.
scale of dystopian societies. I think Airstrip 1 is the worst, while District 12 is the best one because
Analyze-
Airship
that
1
be
literally tries to control your mind. Well, yeah, basically thought crimes and shit like that.
You also
North
get
Korea-
bombed constantly.
North Korea is less so on that fact. You can think what the hell you want in private or something like that. They're not going to monitor you through your TV. But it's still kind of bad. You can't openly criticize. In District 12, I mean, there's not much to say about freedom of speech in there. But I think in District 12, they are inherently more free than Korea Airship 1, at least. I mean, who gives a shit about?
I think I would. If I was not a normal citizen, I would choose to live in Airship. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, living in District 12 is just living in West Virginia now. So
The thing with Airstrip 1, I think if you are a normal pro, you will have more freedom than if you would be a party member.
True.
Perhaps, but you
You're a
can't
normal
really
citizen,
just
the government
turn around and
doesn't
speak
monitor
whatever the hell you want, so long as long as you're party thinking, yeah, okay, sure, but
Yeah, but
I don't
the
think you can just
government
go
doesn't monitor
wherever you want.
when
Party
people-
members
Cosmic-
will turn off their
If you're
TV.
pro, as long as you don't get too rebellious, you exist.
Yeah.
And,
This is Airship 1, not like everywhere else. This is Airship 1.
And you get bombed to shit everywhere. Like,
Airship
because
1 is
Airstrip
literally
1
just
constantly gets
Yeah,
bombed anyways.
If you live in the Americas, if you live in the Americas, which are where all pros are, then yeah, okay, maybe you have a
I never watched
This is
it, so I
Airship
actually don't know what it's like. So.
watch.
It's a book.
Watched.
I mean, there's a movie on it,
I never.
but there's
okay.
No,
There's like a movie from the 90s.
there's actually no.
It's
It's actually
bad.
the movies from 1984. Literally,
Oh my
literally.
God,
I think
that's funny.
Well, okay. Either way, I think all of them are pretty bad. For another sound of it.
Except for Fnatic.
Next
Controversial take. All right, next poll. If America were to balkanize, which means split up, in which of these potential new nations would you rather live? We got New England, Mid-Atlantic, Dakota/the Great Plains, Texas, fucking
Die.
Dixie, New Africa. I don't know where that would be. Navajo
The
Nation.
South.
Yeah,
New
that's
Africa
right.
would
Then-
basically
then
be
what's-
where all the black people.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Then what's Dixie?
I mean, as
Dixie is white supremacist South, and New Africa is black supremacist.
So you're gonna
South.
split it up by like neighborhood across the entire South?
Kinda, yeah.
That's okay. You just get the fucking. All right.
Nah,
Knows
vote
me.
nation.
You'd get the India Bangladesh thing, but like across an entire continent.
who you edit?
Anyway, so
I
Navajo
could just
Nation,
add it in
Southwest, Deseret, California, Cascadia, Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico, or the Great Lakes.
Wait, what one?
New England won by a
New
lot
England.
with
Yeah.
19 votes
Why New
29.
because
Not
New
19.
England's pretty great. Mid-Atlantic. Don't
Boston.
be talking shit on New England. I know,
Boston.
but like, dude, Connecticut, New Hampshire, clam chowder, lobster, shrimp.
Connecticut is a bunch of rich white people, though.
Well, you know, I'm white.
I mean,
I'm not rich.
yeah,
I'm
You live on
white.
Long
I like,
Island.
to live
shut
where the
I
the
rich
like white people
are.
stuff sometimes.
I'm white. I like white wine and shrimp.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to live where all the rich white people are though?
I mean, no, that's not the draw of that, man. The white people are not why you go. It's
You go for the shrimp.
No, but I'm saying no. He's saying it's like there's rich white people there, like it's a bad thing. I'm like saying, well, wouldn't you want to live there though? Wouldn't you want to live where the rich people are?
wouldn't you like to live where the white people are? What?
What's wrong
rich
with
people.
you?
I never said I didn't say white people. I said rich people.
Of course, that's the obvious option.
I mean, living in a rich area
Hawaii.
isn't necessarily
Don't talk like
bad
that.
because it probably has good infrastructure and shit, but
I said where the rich people are. I never said white.
You said white several times.
yeah,
I said rich white, but I'm saying I never said white
Oh,
itself.
boy.
Okay.
You said white. Okay, whatever.
I said rich and white, but I also the second time I said rich. Just said rich.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I just
second
wanna-
got Cascadia got second.
What's there?
All right.
I just said I want to live somewhere that has a deli in walking distance.
Yeah. So I guess Mid-Atlantic, because New York.
Mid Atlantic is the best one, yeah.
Anyways, next
How did
we
Hawaii
have.
get fourth? I don't get that.
What was your favorite indie horror franchise from the 2010s?
I still want to say that one option can't be voted for.
Remember?
Here we go. We
I
got
never play any of these.
Slenderman, Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy and the Ink Machine. I don't think that was horror. Sonic.exe,
It-
Tattletale, Baldi's Basics,
Yeah, Bendy's
Spooky.
horror.
Spookies. Bendy? Really? I don't know.
Wait, Bendy's not an option. Where is it?
No, it's there.
No,
Baldi's
it's not.
Basics, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, Doki Doki Literature Club, Amnesia, Jeff the Killer, or Other, which is a cop.
No one picked Bendy. No one picked
Because
First
it's not
of
an
all,
option, they can't
zero,
react to
zero
it.
people picking that.
First of all, Jeff the Killer is not a video game series. It's a shitty creepypasta from 2010. It's not a game. Why is it here?
Amnesia
Who
Gang.
knows?
Anyways, Five Nights at Freddy's won with 30 votes. I would have put Undertale in here, honestly. It's a
That's not really,
Undertale's
that's
not
not really
fucking
horror,
indie
though.
horror
It's
game.
like storytelling.
Not horror.
I mean, yeah, it's horror storytelling, but I don't know. At least for me, like the horror bits of that game are so memorable that I'd include it.
The horror bits.
Yeah.
But I voted for Doki Doki because that seems to be the one here of the most quality.
God damn it, bro.
Rat, what were you talking about? Which one shouldn't be included?
I didn't say what shouldn't be included. I said that option C is not votable.
Why?
Because it's not there. You can't react to it.
I said there's no
Go ahead,
option.
you
Okay, now there
It's
is.
there.
Now there is.
Oh, because he. Oh,
Bracket
okay.
just
Now he
added it
just
now.
Oh,
added
Brat,
it.
he's cleaning up his mess. All right,
I
guys.
told
So
you
that's that.
guys earlier. There's no bendy in the ink
That's
machine
bad.
option.
That's it, guys. That's all our polls. Congratulations, us. We made it.
Alright, let me make it readable again.
I was just watching about Venus flytrap versus cockroaches while you guys were going
Free
through
for
it.
all.
All right, everybody.
just doing my
Free for
fucking
all.
homework.
Ask us questions about your personal life.
I'm just doing my fucking history homework about doing this.
Cosmic, should I answer the question?
Sure, go for it.
If you can submit.
All right, everybody.
Submit.
Have you done
That
the
was
quiz?
Q&A time. Let me. Oh yes, I actually did do the quiz. It's crazy.
What?
I know it's a revolution. We're moving forward, guys. I'm telling you.
Oh my god, 4 pings, dude. Jesus.
4 ping. What's wrong with you?
From announcements.
Oh, who cares? Anyways, this is at everybody. Why do you guys act gay?
We're not gay, fuck you.
You guys are pretty good.
All right. So Mindria's gay
No.
because that was his immediate response to that.
Yeah.
Very threatened.
I think he's trying to project himself onto us. A common psychological phenomena.
Just looking through stuff. A lot of fucking new. Only Bro was very happy. All right, Atchison, Cosmic. If the opportunity came out, would you voice Thatchos if I ever remade the movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Season 2.
Cosmic, go into the TARDIS.
You know what? I'm glad to step into that TARDIS. I'll voice
Cosmic.
Thatchos, but make other people voice. Like it would be weird if I was the only person voice. Like, give the other characters voices if you're gonna have one.
Cosmic, we need
But
season
yes.
2. Season 2, everybody.
I will
Got it.
gladly be Thatchos.
Please.
Yeah.
Don't forget to have the
I would like to
targets.
see that.
You want to
Do
see
you
me?
ha- oh,
All right.
a
Question.
for oh my.
You go. You go.
Question for everybody. Do you all have flashlights?
All right. Let's go down the line.
Flash-
Batman.
What?
What the hell's
What?
a fleshlight?
No, my.
Really?
No.
No. No one.
Let's
I
not
don't-
talk about it.
No, we're going
I
down the
don't-
line. Batman, do you have a flashlight?
No.
No. Cheese, do you have a
Cheese.
flashlight?
No.
Chris.
It's not here.
Thank
I
you.
guess he
Chris.
does.
Me. Yeah, Chris does.
What?
I've owned 3 flashlights in my life. I had to toss one because it was just bad news with that one. I
Do they have
cleaned it.
names?
I cleaned it wrong. They do have names. The first one was Eliza. I have stopped.
Oh my god.
I have stopped naming them since because it lost its cute factor and it just came a little cute. But,
weird.
Liza had to go. She just became tacky and had to go. It wasn't. They don't last as long as you thought. I got like a year out of it, then I had to get rid of it. I bought my current one. It's the same as Liza. It's a lady.
How
line,
like
so it's
real
the
life
can line.
relationship class?
It's kind of sad because they canceled this line, so I had to go to a sketchy sex toy website that never sent it to me. And when I emailed them, hey, what'd you do with my penis pleasure machine? They never responded, and they took the listing off the website. And to this day, they send me emails like, oh, a coupon code off these edible underwear for you. I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. Send me my fleshlight. Fintra, do you have fleshlights?
No.
Send me what I paid for, goddammit.
Yeah. Rat.
Right.
Nope. There would be far better sex toys, to be honest.
Like a dildo? Would you have a dildo?
No, I think a butt plug would be quite nice.
What?
Agreed.
All right, Rat. More power to you, Viper.
I have flashlights. I don't know what the hell is a flashlight.
Okay,
okay.
I specifically said penis pleasure machine.
I wasn't listening. I was watching a scorpion and a crab fight.
I swear to God.
Not a good excuse.
Viper, you're
You
too
and
innocent.
Sarah have a lot more in common.
Guys. Viper's too innocent. Okay.
I was watching a scorpion fight, guys. All right, Sarah, how about
That's
you?
quite cool.
I owned one fleshlight at one point, and then when I was like 14, I think I bought it, and I got fucking bored with it after like 3 or 4 uses. So I just threw it. Well, like I didn't throw it away for whatever dumbass reason. I just like threw it into a crack in my wall. So now it's just like stuck in between the fucking plaster of my wall in my house.
Imagine you
forgot
moving
about
out.
that.
And, hey, no. Imagine you moving out, and then you forgot it. And
She
someone
moved
come in.
out. She moved out. You're
Yeah, I'm outta
describing
here.
what happened.
I'm done.
Really?
You're describing
I'm
exactly.
Yeah,
This
so,
means
like,
if
one
somebody
day someone's gonna knock that wall down and just find a fucking dirty, disgusting like fleshlight with probably a family of bugs living in it.
No!
Scene.
No! Don't you give me the image!
Oh my God.
Alright.
Not an image. It's reality.
Alright.
Wow.
Imagine a spider in there.
I can't fucking believe I forgot about that. That is hilarious.
Alright, question for everyone. Which country would you bring back to life?
The Roman Empire. No.
Tibet.
Wait, what? Which what? Empire
Yeah, they
do you
deserve
bring back?
Then
Which country
the
would you
end.
bring back?
Ottoman Empire. No, I'm kidding.
No empires. Why would you bring back an empire? Bring back like a nation that's oppressed.
Okay,
the
so
Roman
Caliphate.
Empire. Yeah, let's go.
The Byzantine.
No,
Empire.
not
Kurdistan.
Byzantine.
Bring back
Not
Kurdistan.
Western Roman.
Kurdistan never has been a thing.
The Byzantine
Catalonia.
Empire
Catalonia.
is the most oppressed
No.
empire in history.
Western.
My friend says ancient Greece.
Wait. Oh, you're saying the most oppressed?
Ancient
Greece had culture.
Wait, are you asking
Greece
for
had-
the most oppressed?
What do you mean?
No.
Ancient
No.
Greece had like culturally mandated pedophilia, so no.
All right, we got Brendan
No,
McDaniel.
shut-
Oh wow,
no,
yeah. What do you
Cosmic.
think about that?
Cosmic.
What'd I
What
do?
is the for everyone? What is the best mapper moment you ever seen?
Okay,
Best
but
mapper moment.
The mapper moment.
What does that mean?
what is a mapper moment? What do you mean a best?
I guess it means like
Yeah.
when you're just
What's your
talking
favorite
about maps.
mapper moment? Trademark.
A best mapper
We
moment?
should get that on a T-shirt.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's just us discussing about maps. That's
Here,
it. That's-
you re-ask that question, but for real. All right, Brendan McDaniel asks opinions on Indiana. Sarah, what do you think about Indiana?
Indiana.
I've never been.
Mapper moment.
I don't know.
I'd
No,
like to thank
what is there
Indiana.
to say about Indiana that hasn't already been said.
I'd like to thank Indiana for Mike Pence, Pete Buttigieg,
Oh,
Yes.
oh boy.
Biden.
AIDS, bad highways.
Don't they just have a bunch of smog that just goes over Chicago?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of New Jersey.
Oh well, New Jersey's just terrible. Everyone hates New Jersey.
My dad is from New Jersey.
Yeah,
That's
it's
kind of
disgusting
that's
there.
kind of disappointing.
Guys.
Doesn't Indiana like have what's the change their acronym or something? Hoosier? Yeah.
Guys,
Indiana.
this is such, this is
Well,
such
people
a
from
mapper
Indiana is
moment.
called Hoosier.
Yeah, this is such a mapper moment, guys.
Mapper moment.
Question for everyone: opinion on Grand Columbia. What's that?
Never was
Circle-
Simon
Oh my-
Bo-
you
Simon
haven't heard of
Bolivar
Grand
was an
Columbia?
idiot.
All right, you know
never a
Simon
thing,
Bolivar.
It doesn't exist. Next question.
Oh yeah, corn. How could I forget? Oh, question for
Oh,
everybody.
God.
What's your opinion on the Minecraft Nether update?
Ugh.
I don't know.
It's-
I don't know
play
what the-
Minecraft
I'm a
Vanilla
boomer.
anymore.
I don't know. I'm
Is it
playing
the
Minecraft.
ancient
Cool.
debris thing or something?
No.
Yeah.
Wait. Kinda. There's and for the new Nether update, there's like inhabitants Nether. You know, the pigmen, zombie pigmen, shit like that. No, they have an
Yeah.
actual. They have they act.
The piglets?
They have an actual society now. They just
Let me say,
wander
the
around, be
Nether
fucking,
has
yeah.
been nothing for years.
For example, you can
Since the
trade
Nether
with the
came
pigmen.
out, there's been like the only thing in the Nether was the fortress. Other than that,
To go
it's,
get the blaze rods. That's the only reason you
it's
go
an
there.
endless waste of nothing. So
You
I'm.
guys are making me want to play Minecraft.
But now you can actually trade with the pigmen. You can trade with the pigmen. They have babies. Yes, they have babies.
There's good stuff
They have
in there.
villages now.
Yeah.
And don't you have to wear gold or they attack you? Like gold actually.
No.
useful.
Yeah, I thought
But
that
that's how that
was
works.
no for the
I think.
piglins.
Well, I'm happy that they're
Mhm.
adding an actual. Like, it seems like they're going through the game to like find all of their boring, shitty mechanics and give them purpose.
Where's the
Like
cave
that's what they
update?
did that for the villages. They're
Where's
doing
the
that
cave
for
There's
update?
even
Nether.
there's even material now stronger than diamond.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for that dungeon update.
But yeah, cave up. Oh, answer only bro's question, Cosm.
Only bro, where is he? Well, before we do that, I want to do. Atchison says, "What's your favorite Minecraft music disc?"
13.
13.
I don't know the fucking names anymore.
Okay, go
13.
back to
The
only bro.
13
I
music
think
disc.
Ward, the one that goes like da 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 da.
Ward's pretty good.
Da da da.
The worst one is Cat.
Fuck you!
What do you mean, fuck me?
It's a great one.
No, Cat's
No,
terrible.
no,
You
no,
get
guys,
so
guys,
many
guys,
of them.
guys, guys.
Find
They're
them all.
boring.
I think we all
but they're
can
neat.
agree here is that
McDonald's is
music-
everywhere, but McDonald's is awesome.
Cat
Hey.
is
Okay, but-
shit.
Hey.
Cat
Let me
is
finish.
overplayed.
Hey.
Yeah, cat is
Alright.
shit.
Music disc 11. There.
I mean,
That's my
11
jam.
is pretty badass. I like that that's in the game.
Music
we
disc
got-
11. Yes.
A question from
Cosmic, only
yeah?
bro.
where is he?
Bro.
Is the
Up,
mapper
up.
moment one?
Yeah. Now this is a mapper moment.
Sarah, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I thought you heard you get it. We got everyone who says mapper moment is basically a Reddit moment, but the moment comes from a mapper or it comes from a person who acts like a mapper. What's a Reddit moment?
You don't know what a
Reddit
Reddit
moment is
moment
where
is?
r slash like if someone does not get the joke and you see people in YouTube comment section that says r slash.
I don't. It's like comedy on the internet has reached such an equilibrium of shit and like inside humor.
I fucking
Like,
hate Reddit.
I'm supposed to automatically know like all the nuances and context. For what
All right, you know how
Reddit
people
is.
in the YouTube comment section say r slash whatever.
But
No.
Cosmic.
No,
This is a
You don't read the YouTube comment section.
no.
I don't go. I mean, I read it, but not on videos where like there would be people who would ever say that. Like, you know,
I see that like every day.
I don't. Who are you watching? All right.
Everything.
It's a mapper moment.
This is a mapper moment. Not gonna lie. Cosmic saying, "What is a Reddit moment?" is exactly what I had to hear today. Thank you, only bro.
All
Alright, anything
question
else?
for everyone. No wait.
Okay.
I apologize, everyone. My voice is starting to give. So if I start going, there you go.
Guys,
All
I
right.
need more questions.
Geesh.
More questions, fellas, ladies, fellas, folks. I'm
Unless-
scrolling up.
un-
We
unless
got a
you don't
question
want-
for Viper. Which one, the scorpion or the crab?
No, I unclear. They. I don't know. They both
Unclear.
look dead.
It was unclear.
They both died.
Yeah, it looked like they both died.
Good fight.
This is such a mapper moment. Holy shit.
Which? Oh, I like this one for everybody. Which Fred movie is the best? 1, 2, or 3?
Oh my god.
Didn't watch a single one
I
because,
watched
like, you
all.
know,
I watched the second
American
and
shit
third
doesn't
one.
come over to Europe.
First of
Yeah,
all,
it really sucks to be you.
objectively, the first one is the best. Yeah.
I agree. 100%.
Sucks to be you. You didn't get Fred movies. We
Yeah.
kind of got those.
America.
Fuck
Season
yeah,
one,
America,
guys.
we got Fred!
We got Fred. Hey, it's Fred.
I only watched the second one and the
Hello?
third one, and I gotta say the second one was much better than the third one. The third one was so intolerable.
They get progressively worse. It kind of starts in an all right, like it's horrible. Don't get me wrong; it's a piece of shit. But the first Fred movie has hints of creativity and hints of like if someone that like a good director, maybe like Edgar Wright or someone like surrealist like that got it, it could have been something. But they're all bad. But Fred won. Yes, Fred won.
It could be like Napoleon Dynamite, but with Fred.
Yeah. Or you could make Fred like a creepy, weird school shooter incel guy.
What the fuck?
What?
Holy shit!
Wait, what the hell?
I think
That
that's
would be
not what. I think
It's
that's
supposed
not
to be
what
a
the
kid's show,
target
Cosmic.
audience
Well,
would
I'm interested in
like.
artistry.
Yeah, but the thing you have to consider the target group of such movies when making a movie.
Maybe we should change the target group.
How the fuck are you
Alright.
supposed? Is Fred now supposed to
Fred.
post edgy shit or what?
I mean,
Yeah, I
Fred
think
is kind of
Fred's
like,
supposed
you
to
know, it could
become
be
a school
anything. It's a
shooter,
fucking
Cosmic.
YouTube series.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred can be whatever the fuck, whatever he wants.
What about all the little
Alright.
children that watch him?
Fuck him.
All right. All right. Which is the longest mapping video on YouTube?
Only
The thing
probably
is,
Imperial, right?
the thing is, Imperial's movie got taken down.
Here,
over
let's not
some
count like
shit.
compilations. Yeah, it can't be like it's all season 1. It has to be like a singular.
Then
video.
it's probably some video of Cosmic.
No, Korean. Korean makes long videos.
Didn't Cosmic have the 2-hour episode?
My longest one was 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
Cosmic.
that was probably it.
Definitely Cosmic for them.
Wow, that's weird.
So Cosmic made the longest episode ever.
Cosmic, my man.
Thank you.
Making the longest
My man.
video.
My man.
My man.
My man.
Okay, question for everyone. Is Jack a bad raid meme?
Cringe. It's so
Yeah,
cringe.
It's
There's
bad.
Don't
no
even
joke.
get where that comes from.
There's
What is?
no joke. There's like, okay, to explain to anyone who may not know, there's like the joke with people who raid like a stream or Discord, they'll put Jeg in the chat. And that's
Yeah, they
the joke.
spam Jack for like the last 30 minutes.
Yeah,
And I
it's
don't-
like it's a joke as old as time, like spam thing, except there's nothing behind it.
I hate that though. Like a spam joke could be funny. You could put some shit in there.
It's
Like,
like
maybe-
Hog, but less funny.
That's so not funny. Like if you spam like Viper likes eating, I don't know, some
What?
I gotta poo. If you spam, I gotta poo, then yeah, that's fine. Then.
Viper sniffs mommy's farts. Like that would be fun.
What the hell?
Viper made a stinky because it's funny because then it's like it's you know it gets out there, but it also like makes him angry. Like there's comedy there. But yeah, it's Jag, you get it?
Jack, guys, it's Jack. It's Jeff.
We're checking it out.
Here's the thing, it's a Spat Circ Spart meme. I knew it. I saw Spat Circ Spart fucking post that shit. Spat Circ Spart has been the bane of my existence since 2016. Out of all the things to bring back from 2016, can it not be Spat Circ Spart?
You were
I
fucking
saw-
great. Holy
I used to argue with him on Twitter all the time. That guy, he's the king of unfunny shit. Will would always back me up. Thank God for Will.
Oh, this guy.
Cosmic, go on the rant. Go on the rant.
Spat Circ motherfucking Spark, and he's still doing it. He hasn't grown at all since 2016. All he's done is peddle these shitty, unfunny, garbage memes. It's not funny. Is it that goddamn pig? Oh, guys, what if there was like a pig? It's funny. I'm so
What the fuck?
I'm
Someone
sure he's
highlight
fine.
this.
I'm sure he's
You just
nice to all the
fucking
people
nerve.
in his life. I'm sure he's a very good friend. I'm sure everybody he knows in his life is great.
Cosmic.
But the footprint he has left in my life directly has been one of corrosivity and toxicity and anger. Like, just, I can't believe he came back to do the same shit that he did. He's not back to do anything better. He's just back to be unfunny again.
Cosmic, Jag Cosmic.
Someone highlight this, okay? Someone highlight this.
Yeah,
Someone
we gotta
eat
find
my
out.
ass.
Okay,
Okay.
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 I'm expecting
Right,
an
next
animatic by the end of the week.
For everyone, what should be in the Minecraft movie?
What?
What should be in the...
What?
Nothing. It shouldn't exist.
It should be Will Ferrell as Steve. And
This
he
is the
has to
greatest regret that we
charm
have.
a beautiful creeper into finding his quirky ways adorable. I don't know.
For Cosmic.
Fuck.
And then he puts
I
on
wanna-
the elf costume.
For Cosmic.
Yeah,
can
for-
you
I hate
elaborate-
that then he puts on the elf costume and everybody claps.
He puts on an elf skin.
Oh,
And then that's
my
when they announce like elf DLC for Minecraft.
It's a movie about Will Ferrell. It's live action, but he makes a Minecraft account and he wears the elf skin, and he gets a Minecraft girlfriend.
Minecraft movie. This should be in a Minecraft movie.
I'd watch that shit. That would be a great movie.
This is in 2022, okay?
Oh, a pin.
I ordered it.
for Cosmic, can you adopt me as my mother?
Oh, Cosmic, adopt me.
MILF.
Fuck me,
Here's a
daddy.
question.
Rad! Wow!
Oh, by the way, speaking of...
Did that do anything
hey,
for
hey,
you, Sarah? That did a lot for me.
Hey, speaking of Minecraft movie, did you know
Here's
that...
the
Carol.
question.
Hey,
Some major power bottom energy. There.
hey, I looked into the Minecraft movie, and it's reported that Steve Carell is in the talks starring the... But he left.
Here's
my
a question for everyone. Opinion on the
God damn it, we could have had
Batman.
Michael, guys. We
What?
could have had Michael Scott.
Opinion
Couldn't
on
understand
the
Batman was talking over you.
Opinion on Dutch Republic mapping.
Oh god. I don't want it to. I don't want this to turn into like we scream about other mappers.
I mean, we did
episode.
it a few podcasts ago already, so
Yeah.
there's no reason to repeat it.
Go back. He's a piece of shit. He's a horrible person. He's
He's a horrible person. Whoa. I
Do you
think he
know
does
him?
memes still pretty hard.
I mean, it's like we're kind of past all that shit that went down with him, so I
Yeah.
can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he was like spreading some pretty egregious beliefs about.
Guys, what if a pig exists?
No, it was so stupid on Twitter. I remember this whole thing. Like, everyone was yelling at each other. It's because
Yeah,
he
that's
made a
what
joke
happened.
about immigrants, because Rojo made a joke about... Rojo
Yeah,
made,
I remember
made
he
an
said some
ironic joke
horrible
about
shit about.
immigrant.
Oh, let's make some jokes. Look at there's like screenshots upon screenshots of him saying horrible things about immigrants. He's clearly a weirdo.
Well, yeah, I know.
Can I
The only
tell
thing
me
that ever comes out now is like, there are some really retards on his server that were frequently on Twitter. It comes out that they just randomly out of nowhere raid some LGBTQ dude's account and just fucking like make bad jokes and shit. It's not him, but it's his server. It's like some dudes, and then I think there even was a movement started on Twitter that said, "Can we please not do that so that fucking mappers don't appear under random Twitter accounts that have nothing to do with mapping." It was like a
DRM
meme.
server is so bad.
Alright. For everyone.
And not to mention, he's cultivated like a toxic little army that like
Oh.
deifies their humor.
One of them made a rant video against me. It was
Really?
interesting. Yeah, well, he took one out of 3 of my series when I used to do mapping. The one that I said I wasn't going to work a lot on, and he kind of framed that as my whole series and made me look bad.
I swear to God, Minecraft ice cream sandwich creeper.
That's in the past.
Putting
It's
out a
in
hit
the
piece
past.
on you.
Motherfucker. Okay.
Answer the question from
what question?
Atchison.
And I gotta poop.
Thanks for sharing.
Wow,
Thank you
that
for
went down
announcing that.
exactly how it went. Holy shit. No, we already did that. Go back an hour and 55 minutes in the show, Atchison.
Wait,
Wait, I'm making a surprise for you.
What is your favorite video game boss OST?
Ooh, what's your favorite video game boss theme?
Ooh.
Let's go down the line for this. Pattern, how about you?
I don't.
Okay, Cheese.
Come on.
Wait, hold
I
on.
don't-
Say the question again.
Favorite
I don't pay
video
attention
game
to boss.
boss theme?
Video game boss theme.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hard question. It's got to be Megalovania, right?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Like,
Oh,
it's just
yeah,
so
actually, you're
iconic at
fine.
this point.
Alright, Chris. Okay,
Chris is dead.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about. I guess like from under the more modern, I've fallen in love with Death by Glamour's fucking masterpiece.
Oh, it's
Oh
hard not
my
to
god.
like that.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Death by Glamour, but as a kid, the boss raid music from House of the Dead 4, beautiful, like the way that shit creates kinetic energy throughout the game, amazing. Mindria?
Dead by Glamour.
Rat?
Don't know if it counts as a boss theme, but it's still like the main antagonist within that part of the game, and that is Gonto Dim's theme from the Hearts of Stone DLC for The Witcher 3.
That's a good pick.
Viper?
It's a hard one. I play a lot of games.
Starfighter Infinity.
No, they don't have bosses, so can't do that.
Alright, I'll be right back.
I feel like it's gonna
I'm
be.
gonna go be right back. Okay.
It's gonna be Maple Story.
Yeah, I'll be right back as well.
Well, okay.
Maple
Goodbye,
Story,
everyone.
dude. Go.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, Viper.
I said it, Maple Story.
Oh, okay. Sarah?
Probably the Cleric Beast theme from Bloodborne.
Oh, that was good too.
Really sets the tone of the game as like the first boss. It kind of has a theme that's like, oh, is this the last one?
Well, actually, for me, the Maple Story one would be
Okay, I'm back.
Cigna's Garden, killing the Empress.
Binding of Isaac Afterbirth soundtrack slaps.
Question, we got, when I was young, I thought Pokemon was the only anime lolly.
Lolly.
Oh no, it's a lol. Question, what are the benefits of bringing back Yugoslavia? None.
None.
I think that the benefit would be that we would have another Balkan War.
And it would be fun to watch.
The Balkan people would be united.
But this time we're not going to use regular bombs in Serbia, but tactical nukes.
Tactical nuke!
Incoming!
This is goofy. Alright, should we do the quiz, guys?
We
Viper?
could.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, yeah, my voice is kind of... Alright, fellas, we're doing the quiz. Pretty smooth
Wait, I didn't do the-
show
I
today. There
didn't
wasn't
do
a whole
the-
lot of hiccups.
I didn't do
my,
the. You guys need to do a stream first.
Yeah, let me just get it all set up.
I changed the mode before I did that.
For Void, why are you so innocent?
Alright, everybody. Oh, shit. Well, now you know what's about to happen. God damn it.
What happened?
Oh, did it show?
It showed.
I didn't even join the stream yet.
Ah! Never mind.
Let me join the
It's
stream.
showing. It's
Alright,
showing.
switching mode now.
Daddy.
Epic.
Alrighty, everybody. Just get this all set up. So, hold on. Alright, so right here we got our quiz. Whoever gets this question right will be able to submit us a topic that will be guaranteed to be discussed on the next
As long
episode of
as it's
MapperCast.
appropriate.
Oh, quote hour!
Wait,
Quote
what?
hour! Quote hour!
Oh no! Guys!
It's quote hour!
It's quote hour!
Hey!
Hey, quote hour! Yay! So, quote hour, we're gonna shoot you guys a quote, something somebody said on the show, and you gotta tell us who the fuck said it. This one, like the last one, is going to be stupid easy.
Oh, for fuck's sake, make something
I'm
harder.
afraid
next
of
time,
Asian people.
Can you make like something more harder, please? Like
Who's afraid of Asian people?
I guess
on
this
the
is
show?
not.
Knee One America instantly got it. Congratulations to Knee One America.
You got it.
Wait,
You
what?
fucking
I
got
said
it.
that?
Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
that.
Wait, I
You
did?
said that when. You
Yeah.
said when we were first talking about Corona before the outbreak was big.
Oh! I get it now. I get it now. I get it now.
All right, hold on. I'm writing
Fuck,
down
I
your
hate that.
name.
I hate that Spencer Spark meme.
I mean, it's out of context, but you still said that.
You win One America. Congratulations, you are a fan winner. You can submit us your topic at our Discord.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of
It's the
Asians
best place.
when I'm one myself. How?
The best place to send. Yeah, don't look in the mirror, dude. Shit. Best place to send us your topic is on our Discord, which is linked in the description below, or you
Wait,
can
no,
send it on Twitter,
Wait,
or you can. Why do you keep
Cosmic.
yelling over me? What?
The guy said Jack. The guy said Jack.
Oh no! Oh, okay. You can send us the thing on our at our Twitter, or at this one, it's a comment and video. Yada yada. You get it. Mapper winner. So, God, my voice is giving out, guys. I'm sorry. I need to have some fucking tea and coffee later. So, whoever gets this question right, we will review one of your series on the next episode of MapperCast. So please only answer this question if you are a mapper and you have a series that we have not yet reviewed. Anyways, here we go. Who directed the 2008 animated feature film Space Chimps?
What the
What?
fuck?
What's
Did
this?
it?
What is this?
That's literally just a question of googling it.
Time to
No,
Google
this is knowledge that everybody has. Who directed the 2008 animated feature film Space Chimps?
I don't even know the fucking movie.
What is Space Chimps?
You don't know Space Chimps, dude?
No.
No.
I don't
What the-
either. I don't either.
Basically, you guys have not lived yet. Atchison got it immediately. Congratulations, Atchison, two-time mapper winner.
Oh, you gotta review his
The
other
answer to
series?
that is
What are we gonna review now?
Kirk Dimiko. Damn, Atch. Good shit. Alright, so congratulations to Atchison. Thank you guys for participating. And we will call that that.
I'm going to time out somebody who is being a naughty person.
Who's being naughty?
Please don't spread nationalism to the chat. Thank you very much.
No, it's just rather because of spam. I could care less what he writes.
Okay.
Alright. Congratulations. Thank you guys for coming down. Thank you to Cheese and my neighbor. Thank you to everybody.
Thanks for having
They're
me.
not here.
Where's it? Man, this is why. Yeah, we can have outro music.
We have to scream. We have to scream.
Yeah, the scream.
Yeah, well, obviously we need some of this. All right, thank you guys for coming down.
All right. Ooh.
Thank you guys for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next time. Ending stream in 5, 4, 3.